All right, Wildhorse Pass. Who's ready to watch some off-road racing? Let me hear you get loud and proud. Oh, come on. I know we're a small crowd, but we can do better than that. Who wants to watch some off-road racing? Let me hear you scream. All right, that's more like it. This is crowd participation sport. I'll tell you right now, this is not tennis at Wimbledon. This is short course off-road racing. It's round number 9 of the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona, presented by Yamaha Racing. And we've got quite a show here tonight. If you haven't seen some of the classes, we got open V8 stock fulls, mini stocks. We've got all kinds of classes up to and including the class known as the SR1 Championship. If you've never seen these, 1,000cc motorcycle engines inside of these little carts that you call a UTV that you know of. On top of that, we've got a UTV production class where you take a UTV that you buy right off the showroom floor, put a cage and a fuel cell in it, and you're going to be seeing that racing here right now tonight. But I'll tell you what, I do got to tell you, this weekend's event is the Memorial Day event, Gears to Glory, talking about the 9/11 tragedy that happened, and this is in memory of all the good soldiers, firefighters, police officers, and everybody that we lost, and this is our memorial event. So with that being said, if you are a veteran, a firefighter, or you still currently are in the military, please stand right now if you can, and let's give these people a huge round of applause. And you stay standing for me. You stand proud, and you know that every person in this arena tonight is very thankful for your service. And I'll tell you, before we get to the national anthem, I would like to hand this microphone over to Eddie right now, and I ask that you all stand and join these people, and we're going to give this microphone to Eddie for our invocation.
Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity we have to be out here at Wildhorse Pass. We just thank you for the Lucas Oil Off-Road Short Course Regional Arizona Series, for everyone that helps make this possible. We pray for all the sponsors that put the money out for us to be able to come out here and enjoy this. But we want to thank all of our men and women who serve in the military, and for the ones who have paid the ultimate price, for the men and women who lost their lives on 9/11, for the firefighters, the police, for those on Flight 93. We just want to pray for their families. And we just want to have a moment of silence right now for the ones who died on that day. God, we're ready to go racing now. And I just ask that your hand of protection be upon each and every car that is out on the track tonight. For all of those racers, help them to do their best tonight. I pray for the track workers. I pray for everyone that is out here for their safety tonight, that we can have a great night of competition. We just thank you for this country. And we just want you to have your hand also be upon the men and women who are serving our country, whether it's here or overseas, that we can have the freedoms that we have to live in this great country, the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. For it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. And God bless the United States of America.
All right. You guys and girls remain standing for me. As I told you, this is the 9/11 Memorial Race, and we are very excited to have a singer here tonight for the national anthem. So please stay standing. Cover your hearts. The flag's in the middle of the track. This is Amity, and we're in memory of her father as well, a fellow racer, and she's going to sing the national anthem, the greatest country in the world, and now we're going to hear the greatest song of the world.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held, that the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, and the ramparts we watched were so gallant
That's right, you better make some noise. Let's go off-road racing. It is now time for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona, presented by Yamaha Racing. We're going to bring out the kids. First up, we've got the Polaris 170 and 180 modified class, and we're going to bring these kids out here. They start off at 6 years old. How many people got a 6 years old that would love to be out here racing tonight? Let me hear you make some noise. Well, I'll tell you what, this is the class. These things are basically stock as delivered from the showroom floor. Put a cage on it, a very safe cage, and they could come out here and race with these kids that you're about to see. Let's get it going on. It's round 9, race number 1 of the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona, presented by Yamaha Racing. We'll meet the drivers right after this. All right, very excited about having these racers out here on the track first. Well, you know what I got to do here real quick? Got to quench the thirst. All right, let's get up here. We'll meet the drivers. The Yamaha YXZ Pace vehicle. Take them around one more time as I make my way up to these grandstands. You know, I always can tell how cheap I am when I come to these races. All right, after an awesome race last night, out there in car number 32, one of the fastest young ladies out there, Jesse Owens. Ryder Van Beekham in 64. Jack Small in car number Bordeaux in 0X is driven by Cole Schmid, and that should be the stock. The modifieds tonight, driven by Kyle Orlando in car number 9. Car 101, Tyler Sears. And 92. Check, check, check. All right. Jason, check your level real quick. I'm 5 feet from the receiver, so hopefully we won't cut out any more. I don't know what else to do. Hopefully it'll work down to the podium. All right. Car number 9 out front, Kyle Orlando. Right behind him, car number 32 of Ryder Chapman. So they're in 2 separate classes, and they are both in front of their respective classes. Oh, nothing like stress under pressure. All right. I love it. So there you have it. Ryder Chapman out front in his 32, and Kyle Orlando in that number 9 car well out front. Want to remind you once again, pull out your smartphone, type on your Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, livetrackfeed.com. Call your mom, call your dad, call your family members, and say, hey, man, you can watch live right now what we got going on here at the track. All right, the beautiful Yamaha YXZ Pace vehicle is pulling off in our competition yellow. We're back to racing. Car number 97, Jessie Owens. I asked her if she'd get on my podium, and look at this. She's challenging car number 9 of Kyle Orlando. And Kyle Orlando, the first mini, and there she goes. She's out front. She passes both boys within 2 turns. And in her class right there, Ryder Chapman, that number 32, that's the only one she has to beat to win her class. But Kyle Orlando there as well. Woo! We've got some good racing going on so far. At second place in the 180 class. Let's see who we got up first. Indeed, the 101 of Tyler Sewers. And Tyler Sewers, wait till you see this man. He is an amazing race car driver. He's been coming a long way since we got the 170 and 180 class here at the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series of Arizona. And it promises to be a great event out here Saturday night at Wildhorse Pass Motorsports Park for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series, Arizona. And you may have wondered why we had that caution. That's called a mandatory yellow, competition yellow. And what we do is we let them race the first half, and then we give them bunched up again to race the second half. This is where strategy comes into play. Do you race hard from green to checker, or do you kick back in first and learn your competition's lines and take advantage just like Jessie Owens just did? She sized these 2 boys up and passed them both in the first 2 corners on the restart. And look at this. Now the second half, she is pulling away and running away with it. And I know she's going to be very excited when I talk to her on the podium. White flag flying for young Jessie Owens. And she's ahead of Ryder Chapman. Oh, Jessie Owens almost throwing it away. Can she regain? And that's racing right there. Can she get it back around? She's only got 3 more turns to negotiate. Now handing the lead back over to Ryder Chapman. And Kyle Orlando got by as well. Wildhorse Pass Motorsports Park, put your hands together. Ryder Chapman, Kyle Orlando with the fist pump. Jessie Owens, car number 97, And car 101, Tyler Sewers, he's going to be very excited. We'll talk with the race car drivers right after this. Wildhorse Pass, was that an exciting race or not? Let me hear you make some noise out there if you loved it. I'll tell you what, when these kids get over here, let's make sure they get their helmets off, get their head and neck restraints off. Let's give them a big round of applause because this is the future of off-road racing right here, these kids. And I'm very excited to have them out here. A great crowd out here tonight. Want to say thank you to everybody that came out here tonight to the 911 Gears to Glory Memorial Race. Can't say thank you enough to the ladies and gentlemen who serve our country. Takes quite a lot of done. Talk. Because I have nothing. You're going to just throw it over the edge if you had to. Let it hang. The receiver. It's all the metal in there. There you go. Something like that. Yep. Let it dangle. Yep. That'll be fine. Let it dangle from the XLR, not the power cord. So put slack on the power cord, please. All right. Beautiful. I don't know what else to do here. Expensive microphones. Not wanting to work here at Wildhorse Pass. That's right. You make some noise. These kids are amazing. I got to tell you, I've been doing this now. Been doing this for about 4 years for Lucas Oil Regionals, and I have to tell you, I love the kids. I love their energy. I love the way that they race. I love the way that they get down. Except this one. No, I'm just kidding. I love them all. They're awesome. Oops. Sliding right there. We'll talk with the winners right after this. They got their helmets off. Wildhorse Pass. Ryder Chapman, Dad. Tyler getting on out. Look at this. I love it. All right, let's get the Racer 170s up here. Ryder Chapman, Jesse Owens, and Ryder Van Beekum. Let's get them up here. Go, go, go. We got it. Waiting for some drivers. Got to say thank you to our fine sponsors out here, TX Audio, for making me sound so good. Tilted Kilt Pub and Eatery. You guys go down to Tilted Kilt here in Tempe after tonight's event. Show them that you were down here. All right, kids. Indeed for that one. And let's see. Jesse, you're up here. We got to give this one to Ryder. And Jesse gets this one. Yeah, I know she's going to be excited on this one. You guys get another one of these. Look at that. And look at that. And look at that. We're going to start down here with Ryder Van Beekum. Ryder Van Beekum, everybody, your third place finisher. Ryder, I tell you what, after a crazy night last night, you came out here tonight, ran a smooth race, and here you are on my podium again. How does that feel?
Awesome.
It does feel awesome. What is going on out there from your seat? What did you see in front of you? You didn't know what you saw? Did you see a lot of racetrack?
Yes.
You see a lot of dirt?
Yes.
You see a lot of competition between these two?
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, I'll tell you what, man, third place here, you've done a great weekend of racing. You got 2 podiums for the weekends, round 8 and 9. Who do you want to say thank you to?
My mom, my dad, God for keeping me safe. Iron Eye Steel, Muzzy, Max, Extreme Machine, Walker Evans, and XMN. XMF, and that's it.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, he's getting it down, Pat. Ryder Van Beekum, everybody, 2 podiums for the weekend. Now, this young lady, I tell you what, I get it. I have to keep everything cool. I'm a big fan. I know she's still gonna be positive and happy, but she was leading. She got around. She slid out. Jesse Owens, you must have a gamut of emotions going right now. You were out front there, and you saw what was going on. Tell us what happened out there.
I just went too wide and got out in the slick stuff. I mean, I tried to save it, but unfortunately they got in front of me. But I mean, it happens.
Yeah, that happens, but you know what? Look at the smile on your face, honey. I know you love racing so much. Little mishap out there, but I tell you what would you improve on the next race if you got out front of there?
Probably just to hold my line and maybe go down to the bottom more and not get out in the slick stuff again.
Well, that's said like a true racer, sweet. I can see the motion of you, and you're still smiling, and I love it. So tell you what, who do you want to say thank you to?
I definitely want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, my sister, Extreme Machine and Fabrication, XMF Motorsports, R&R Steel, Walker Evans Racing, Summer Brothers Racing, Ivy Trucking, and Crow Enterprises.
Jesse Owens, everybody. I told you she'd still be awesome to interview, and I'll tell you what, she's awesome. But this man brought him 2 for 2 rounds 8 and 9. Ryder Chapman, you got to be stoked, man. You're carrying on the Chapman name, and you got 2 trophies to put on your mantle that say first place.
Yeah, it feels really good to be on top of the box again.
Oh, man, I tell you what, man, awesome to watch. You were patient. Jesse got around you there. She had a little mishap, and you picked up that ticket one more time.
Yep.
That's got to feel pretty good, man. Father, she said, you see that comedy? Yep, I did that. So I'll tell you what, man, just like your sister, you got a lot of people that get you. Who do you want to say thank you to?
My mom, my dad, Stronghold, Walker Evans Racing Shocks, Rugged Radios, Pinnacle Off-Road, GMZ, and anyone else I forgot. Thank you.
Well, you didn't forget anybody, man. Big round of applause. Ryder Chapman, you're a 2-time winner. You guys bring it in. Get a little closer over here. Try to get over here. Get some pictures, and let's talk to the winners of the Razor 180 class. So, Kyle Orlando, Tyler Seavers, and Jason Uribe. Let's get you guys up here. They got it up here, and they're all happy. Big round for them one more time. Let's get our second class in here. And we'll get up there. I try to get out of the way because you don't want my big old mug in your pictures on the mantle. So, first place, Kyle Orlando. Second place, Tyler. Yes, sir. And this is first weekend of racing. He's back on the box again. Well, I'll take one of those as well. You take one. Headquarters helping out. Look at that, Tyler. You get one. And I'll tell you what, Jay, we're going to talk to you. We got a couple cameras we got to be aware of. To kind of stand behind you. It's your time anyhow. Man, I tell you what, I'm sure you didn't expect this for your first weekend of racing. You've been on the box twice.
Yep. It was actually pretty unexpected. I thought I was going to do less worse.
Well, I tell you what, you got to be pretty happy. You know, go back to school on Monday. They say, hey, what'd you do this weekend? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I got on that podium twice, both days that I went racing for the first time. It's got to feel pretty good. What was going on out there from your seat?
It was okay, but the motor, I think, is probably done for because a few parts of it I needed to speed up. It would go slow, and so I think the motor needs to be replaced. All
right, well, I'll tell you what. Are you going to continue racing? Do you like it?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, then you're going to have to start learning how to build these engines and what. Great job out there racing. Who you want to say thank you to?
I'd like to thank R&R Steel and Tara and my dad for being my spotter and my mom for being so supportive.
All right, very good. Jaden Uribe, everybody's first time racing. 2 podium finishes. Now we're going to move on here to Tyler Seavers. I'll tell you what, man. Let me slide you over here because I want to get you on this video as well and on the live track feed. But, man, you're a little guy, but you're big on stature. 2 podiums for you as well. You got to feel pretty good.
Yes.
What was going on there from your side? What you were seeing out on the track?
Me and Jesse were battling.
But it was exciting to watch, and you are becoming quite. Look at you. I'm talking about you. That's right. You did really good, man. Well, I'll tell you what, Tyler. Tell us who makes this happen for you. Who you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Juvie Windows, Precision Billet, and Gravel Shooters.
All right, very good. Tyler Seaman, everybody, second place. A few words, but he gets it done on the track, I'll tell you what. But this man right here, no slouch on my podium, Kyle Orlando. Man, dude, you know what? You got out front there. Jesse Owens, she came around you a little bit, but, you know, not in your class. You got to let it go because you were still rocking it. But, man, first place, 2 podiums for you as well. Got to feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's going on there from about you once Jesse got around you.
Well, I kind of got, after the mandatory caution, I almost flipped over in turn 1. And then Ryder and Jesse got me, and then Jesse spun around. And then I was just battling with Ryder, but we only had like 3 laps. So I couldn't get around him, but it was fun.
It looked fun, man. We enjoyed watching. This crowd was going crazy on it, so you guys definitely put on a show. Well, with this show, who do you want to say thank you to?
My mom, my dad. I'm looking forward to get HID lights.
Brian Smith.
Yep. And Super Sick, Life Track Feed, Vent Racing, Synapse, and all the other sponsors.
Well, that's quite a list. So, Tyler, come on over here. You guys squeeze on over. I'd say, Tyler, you come over here so we don't have the big thing in the way here. And let's go racing. It's time to bring out the Junior 2s. Big round of applause for these kids one more time. Bats. And we'll get the music cranking back up here. Yeah, I just found out there is no sweet spot for this microphone. It's either on or it's off. A little out of shape is what it is. A lot of shape. We're racing right now. It's a Junior 2 car, just like I said. Woo! I'm a winded young man. That's all right. Let's meet the drivers. All right, we got a stack up already. Oh, and it does involve a Ryan Rodriguez. Flying Orion Rodriguez. Also out here, car number 474, Bronson Charamonte. Car number 405, Mason Prater. And you can see Bronson Charamonte out front now in that 474. And Mason Prater in that 405 car. It sounded like we're going to restart the race since that event happened on the first lap. We didn't get one lap completed, so we're going to rebunch them, re-get them. We're going to get them in their positions. Let's meet the rest of the drivers in this class. As we said earlier, car number 429, Orion Rodriguez. Car 474, Bronson Charamonte. Mason Prater will be running the car with the number 405 on it. Lydia Small out there in 490. 409 will be driven by Maddie Dye. Car 435, Laura Lee Mercer. And in car 415, Chaden Zane Minder. We'll let them go around. We're going to go with a complete restart. As you see, our Yamaha YXZ Pace vehicle, the official Pace vehicle of the Trophy Carts, right here, the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series, Arizona, presented by Yamaha Racing. And this is round number 9, race number 2. And this weekend will be history for the Junior 2s until our next event in November. And November is the one you don't want to miss, because we will have the regional shootout right here on Sunday. I love saying that. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. The regional shootout right here at Wildhorse Pass Motorsports Park between 4 states, California, Utah, Nevada, and Arizona. And that is the off-road race not to miss. So we'll pull it off right now, the Yamaha YXZ Pace vehicle. And let's see if we are going green. Indeed, Wildhorse Pass, a complete restart. The Junior 2s, let me hear you get loud. They go 3 wide into turn 1. And out front early is the orange and black machine of Bronson Charamonte in the car 474. And Orion Rodriguez. Feeling some pressure now, Orion Rodriguez having Mason Prater right there. So Bronson Charamonte continuing his charge, but flying Orion Rodriguez right on his heels, and Mason Prater as they start to check out from the rest of the field. Bronson Charamonte got to keep it smooth, because if he doesn't, Orion Rodriguez will slide right in there. Mason Prater trying to put her nose in. And now Bronson Charamonte feeling the pressure. Can Orion Rodriguez make the pass as they come into the infield into turn 4? And all the rest of this field can do is watch the battle that's going on between these 3 out front as we go to the competition. Ryan Rodriguez now trying to challenge Steel Bronze Charmante on the restart. Mason Prater now trying to put his nose in. But Bronson Charamonte doing a great job keeping these two competitors behind him at bay. Wildhorse pass as they come into the infield. They're touching, they're bumping. These three are giving you an off-road racing show right here, right now. This is what racing's all about. Flying Orion Rodriguez doing everything he can to get around Bronson Charamonte. And you can see these three boys having to take almost the same lines. Orion Rodriguez to the inside. Can he make the pass? Coming into the infield. Bronson Charamonte not going to give it to him. They're bumping. But Orion Rodriguez makes the pass. So Orion Rodriguez now inheriting first place. Mason Prater, he has to watch this as this battle unfolds in front of him now. Bronson Charamonte challenging down the front straightaway. Orion Rodriguez, though, not about to open the doors. So flying Orion Rodriguez now inheriting first place from Bronson Charamonte. Can Mason Prater do the same here? He's only got a couple more. He's only got one more lap to go. And now Bronson the outside of turn one trying to make the pass. They touch it. Bronson now going all the way back after a gutsy move in turn one. Handing second place to Mason Prater in this Junior 2 division. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. We're going all the way down to the wire. Flying Orion Rodriguez. What a race. And the camaraderie up here between these race teams. We'll talk with the racers right after this. They've got their helmets off. Everybody, Wildhorse Pass, make some noise out there for these kids. While we're waiting for these kids to get here on the podium, make sure you two. No idea what's going on. All right, after this race, I'm going to pull it down here, and I'm just going to stay down here. All right, so, Charmont, man. We're trying to get it. We're trying everything. I don't know what it is. We'll get it right. That's a Charmont. About that. Here, come over here, slide a little. I'm sorry, guys, but you know, you were out there, a good lead out there, but these two just got around you, and you got to be happy with your results. So.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. I was trying to go for the pass one first, and then Mason tucked under and got the second.
Well, all right, man. It's very exciting to watch. I wish you could have heard the crowd out here. They love this race, man. You guys out race. So, thank you too.
My mom, my dad, my grandpa, my aunt, Aim Ortega, RTL, and childhood cancer.
All right, well, good. Makes it up, Monte. And did you hear that? Hey, check that. Look at that.
No.
Oh! Oh! All right, well, let's keep rocking on. Get on over here. We're trying to stay close to the transmitter for right now. I don't know why we're having mic problems tonight. We didn't have. But you were patient out there. You got around Bronson as well. You got second place. You got it done. What was going on out there?
Well, I mean, both of them drove really good, and I was just waiting for them to make a mistake, and neither of them really did. But Bronson and Orion were having a great battle, and I just found a way to sneak myself in there.
Well, I tell you what, you guys were matching speeds. You guys were bumper to bumper at times. Most of the time, you guys were right behind each other. Just swapping and trade, and you got it done in second place. Who do you want to say thank you to?
I want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, everybody that comes out to support me, all my fans, the people that come out to help these races, M3, Action Sports Canopies, and I want to give a shout out to my buddy Dylan, who is in the hospital.
Oh, that's too bad to hear about that. I hope he's all right, but I'll tell you what, second place tonight, Mason Prater doing a fabulous job. And let's try it. Your winner, Ryan Rodriguez, sorry. God dang it. I see my microphone stops working, and I get all confused. I know who you are. I know you want it. But, man, your story, crazy out there. You were patient. You saw the door. You slid in, and you took it for Bronson Sharp.
Yeah, first start, had a couple. Mason right there on my bumper. Got a little pressured, moved. He pushed me out, and then I tried to get back in there, and somebody else slid in and got me. But then on the second restart, tried a new line, got in there, and
you got it done. That must feel pretty good. Or again. Who do you want to say thank you?
I'd like to say thank you to ADS, Centerline Wraps, ICA, Gamble Electric, Prater Racing,
Look at that. Totally derailed you, but what? Ryan Rodriguez, your winner tonight. Let me get out of the way. Get pictures, and I got to fix this. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Hopefully that's going to be the last time. I'm not going up top. I'm just going to stay down here. I don't know what happens during sound check. It works perfect. We get a bunch of radios out here, and boy, I can't get nothing to work. We're racing now, the junior ones. Thank you, love. Sorry to bug everybody up there. Thank you for being patient with me. I think we got it all worked out. I'm just going to stay down here and announce me a race from down here. Woo! Man, I wish you would, man. Look at does it show that I'm sweating that bad? All right. You know me too well. You know that. All right, it's the junior carts. I'm sure if we look out here, it's going to be up front, Luke Canup. Look at that. I didn't even have to look. Luke Canup, you're number one. You're champ. Out front early, and he's got the brothers, the Coombs brothers, hot on his heels. Landon Coombs in the 226, and Caden Coombs in the 227. Braden Charamonte out there in the 274. Ethan Ebert in 272. Reagan Wilkins in 264. Young Jet Yates in the 214, and this kid was on fire during qualifying. And you can see Jet Yates challenging now for fourth place, going to take it into turn one. Braden Fisher in car 261. Brianna Fisher in 235. Aiden Ford in that orange and blue 207. And Mitchell Dye 209. And Kaylee Federwish will be in car 247 out here in this junior ones. Josh from FSGD. Josh, there's a blue bandana up there. Can I get that down here? If you don't mind. I would love you. Thank you, guys. Or just bring it close enough and throw it. Or something. So I don't have to go back all the way up there. You are the man. You are the man. It's just because I'm a big fat guy and I sweat. Sweating like Michael Jackson at Disneyland. Anybody get that? Did anybody get that? No? Nobody got it? All right. Is that too soon? It's not too soon, right? All right. Competition yellow, I do believe. Unless we've got a wrecked car. Harder for me to announce from down here, but we'll get the job done. I don't see any cars over. No turtles on the racetrack. Do you see some action back here on the turn two and here going on to the infield? So maybe we did have a little turnover there. Car number 209, Mitchell Dye. Hey, what do we got here? What's going on? Little Timothy. Timothy, man, that is a Marty coin or Travis coin, Pro 2 or Pro 4. What do you think about that truck?
Good.
Are you having a good time out here at the races?
Yeah.
You're having a good time, man? What's your favorite racing so far?
Spider-Man.
All right, well, that's the way to do it. Little Timothy Jr. down here. Hanging. He's got the Pro Cup, the Coin Motorsports, whether it's going to be Travis Coin or Marty Coin. Do you even know who that is? Are you even in racing anymore?
Yes.
What are you doing? Look, she still got Blake. Oh, that's at the Democross the fair. You know, it's kind of crazy. I bought a little van right over there, and I tell you what, I only paid $400 for it. You might just see that in the Democross, because those vans do pretty good. Zach gets out there in an Astro van, and he's been racing the past 3 times, and he just can't kill the thing. Constantly. Constantly. All right. Let's get back here to Junior 1 racing. And out front, I guarantee you, my man, Luke Knupp, you're awesome. You're all the time. All right. So Luke Knupp and the Coombs brothers right behind him is a Yamaha YXZ. Pace vehicle pulls off. And I'm going to have to announce her down here. Not a bad view, though. As young Landon Coombs now second place. Brother Caden Coombs right behind him. And look at the 214 of young Jet Yantis. I told you that kid is fast. And you can see him out here doing a great job running the competition down, doing a great job trying to reel in the Coombs brothers. Can he get on my podium? His first night of racing, his main event. He was not here last night, but he is out here tonight. And wow, 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 this kid is about this big. And he's in fourth place right now with Jet Yantis. Lance Root, he's coming out here. He must have something to say. Lance Root trying to get you, man, a lot of stuff over here at the Super Sick booth.
Yeah, hey, I just wanted to comment real quick on the Coombs brothers in second and third. They're both sponsored by K&N and Super Sick and a few other little dudes. But I just want to let you guys all know why you guys are all here in between rounds. Come down to the Super Sick booth. We have all the Lucas Oil apparel, and we have all brand new Super Sick gear. Come and get your fresh gear.
All right, there you have it, Lance Root. Definitely time to get down to the Super Sick stuff. But look at this. No lead change yet. Luke Knupp still out front. And the Coombs brothers now looks like Landon Coombs switching places with Caden. Let's see who we go back. I still forget which one's riding who. I believe Caden's in the white one and Landon's in the black, the more predominantly black K&N car. And you can see Lance Root very excited. No, indeed, it is Landon Coombs in the predominantly white car, the 226. So Landon Coombs doing a great job. Landon is in second, that's right. And Caden Coombs in third. The brothers doing a great job representing K&N Air Filters and their Super Sick sponsors. You heard Lance talking. And right now, these three boys starting to pull away from the rest of the field out here. They're on their own race. And I love this 214, just an honorable mention out there. Wasn't racing last night, but he's racing tonight. Luke Knupp brought him up on the podium with him, and I can see why. White flag flying for the Junior 1 carts. And Luke Knupp leading it from wire to wire and showing you why he is the current Junior 1 champion. Can he hold on for one more lap? Or will Landon and Caden have something to say about it? Caden to the inside of brother Landon. Caden trying to get around. Hey, brother, we're brothers off the track, but we're racers on the track. And no love lost there. Wildhorse pass. Make some noise for your winner, your champion, Luke Knupp. Followed up right there by Landon Coombs in the 226. And Caden Coombs running off your top three. We'll talk with these winners right after this.
That's right on my frequency, and it's pretty crazy.
Lots of stuff going on down here. Look at this. Wait a second. Who do we have right here enjoying that ice cream? What's your name? Decker. Can you say Decker?
Decker.
All right, Decker, you just talked on the microphone. That looks like a mighty good ice cream. Can I have a bite? No. No. Good. Come give me a high five. You were going to give me that. Thank you, buddy. Decker, you are very good on that one. Thank you, Decker. Young Decker out here enjoying the off-road races as well. I asked him for a bite of his ice cream. He said, sure. I wasn't really going to take it, but, I mean, at least he did. Good boy right there. Dad, you're doing good there. So hopefully Decker will be out here. You get Decker one of these cars and you come out here and race with these boys. So Decker, you heard it now. You're a racer officially. We'll talk with these winners as soon as they get up here. Luke Canup out on his car. Why don't you guys give him a big round of applause? Your winner is a true champ on this sport. I've been doing this now for 4 years here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series here in Arizona. Good job on the anthem, by the way. And Luke Canup, the golden boy. Tons of sponsors here. Axial. Active Screen Printing. Making his suit. Ultra Wheels. Hoosier Tires. Look at this man. He's got more sponsors than Rob McCachran. And he definitely knows how to celebrate his victory, just like Rob McCachran. Jeff Canup, Dad, got to be very happy right now. Let's talk with these drivers. Right now, let's get them up here on our podium. The Coombs brothers as well. Very dominant here in this field. Landon Coombs now getting out. Look at this, Landon. It's got to be pretty excited. Mom and Dad down there as well. That picture's flying already. All right, gentlemen, come on up here. Let's get these interviews tonight. So far, mic working again. Looks like we got our mic woes worked out. The struggle is real. All right. Look at this. He already grabbed it. Where's Landon? There you go. Second place for you. Caden, you know what's up. And y'all get hats. You already got one. You already need one. You need one. Grab one if you need it. Grab one if you need it. Grab one. You already got one. All right. So, Caden, I'll tell you what, man, great racing. It's great to talk to you all weekend, man. You're just doing a great job of racing. What was going on out there? I mean, Luke Canup again, just checking out.
Yeah, I was gaining speed on, I think it was turn 4, and I was going outside and then diving in, and I felt like I was faster, always catching up on then, and then on the straightaway, I would try to pass him on the outside, but the inside line's a faster line, so I can never get it.
That's what I say. The inside line, always the fastest, man. But I tell you what, you guys were right there, very close to each other. It was just a matter of somebody opening the door. I guarantee you would have took it.
Yeah, I could have got it if I just budged my way inside.
But, you know, you kept it clean, and that's very sports-like of you. Well, you and your brother had a big list of sponsors. Who do you want to say thank you to?
I want to say thank you for to my mom and my dad, my mom for spotting, and Kaden, Casey Highlights, Super Sick, Discount Tire, Go Easy Motorcycles, 518 for wrapping our cart, Dan and Daily Pintico and Jeff Canup for prepping our carts, Luke Canup for racing and Landon and all the other racers racing, and Eric Minks for being our photographer.
That's right. You see how happy he is when you give me a high five as well, man. You know my favorite picture on my profile is me interviewing you. Everybody makes a noise. Kate Coombs out here. But Landon, man, you guys are brothers off the track. You love each other off the track. But when you're on the track, you're not brothers. You are competitors, man. And you were hungry, and you got it. Here you go, second place. How did it feel?
Good.
Got to feel good. What was going on from your perspective? What was going on from you?
I was trying to pass Luke and catch up to him, and I tried, but it didn't happen. So at least I got second.
All right, he's very happy for his second place, no doubt about it. But just like your brother, who do you want to say thank you to?
My mom, my dad, 518, Super Sick, K&N, Discount Tire, Go Easy Motorcycles, and all the people that come and watch me.
That's right, everybody. You better make some noise. Landon Coos, second place tonight. But this man, no stranger to the top of my box. He's a true professional in this sport. I'll tell you what, you better make some noise for Luke Canup. Always well reserved. Man, first place, Luke. Great weekend of racing. That's a great way to do it. Rounds 8 and 9 and firmly put you in the points lead, I'm sure.
Yeah, came back from a DNF, well, not a DNF, but 30 points from the first race. Had a mechanical at the California Regional, came back. So 3 in a row. It's going good.
Well, I tell you what, man, it's exciting to watch out here and announce for you. You know, sometimes you get out front just like this. You lead it wire to wire, and all I can do is start announcing for the people behind you in your wake, man. So you feel pretty great. Tell us who gets you here.
Active Screen Printing, Axial Ultra Wheels, HJC, Walker Evans, KC Highlights, Walker Evans, my mom, my dad, my sister, Eric Minks, and Extreme Machine and Jimmy for spotting for me.
Well, dude, there you have it. I mean, I was sitting there banging through them. I'm like, this man's got more sponsors than Rob McCacken. Scoot over there. Bunch up. You guys know this better than I do. Scoot on over there. Yeah, let Caden get on over there. And there are your winners right there, the Junior 1 class. Big round of applause one more time, Wildhorse Pass. For these kids coming up next, though, we've got the Pro Buggies. We had a great round last night. Our winner, Kyle Arab, he was in car number 11. Can he repeat here tonight? Dylan Ayers making the call. Sterling Kling making the call as well, so we'll see if Sterling Kling can come out here and get this unstoppable Kyle Arab a run for his money tonight. We're about to find out. So let's get some music playing and we'll rock and roll.
Timey updated his body. That body's almost as old as he is. Like I said, almost. Well, no, then again, ain't nothing as old as my grandpa racing. Hey.
All right, let's meet the drivers out here in this pro buggy class. 74, Brady Whitlock. Car number 11, Kyle Arup, your winner from last night. Car number 89, Dylan Ayers and Ryan Anderson. Ryan Wheelie Anderson, that car 12. And Sterling King in car 77. You see the Santan Ford race truck. Pace truck, rather, sorry. Pulling off of that turn, so we're going green. It's green, green, green. And already one of the pro buggies did not make the call. I see Kyle Arup out there. I see Dylan Ayers. And do I see a Sterling Clean car? I'm not sure. We'll find out this time around. Brady Whitlock going into turn 2. As they come over the ski jump, Brady Whitlock out front of Kyle Arup. And Dylan Ayers, indeed, Sterling Kling not making the curtain call. That could be intentional or unintentional. And young Ryan Wheelie Anderson. But right now, Brady Whitlock taking command early. Can he lead this thing from wire to wire? He's going to have to be strong and make no mistakes. Can Kyle Arup's hurt engine from California be catching up to him now? Brady Whitlock still out front as we come to the end of lap 2. It's a 10-lap main event to Kyle Arup now to the outside. He's going to have to dive into turn 4 here, coming down through the rhythm section and get around Brady Whitlock, but he ain't having it. Brady Whitlock running a great race right now. Couldn't ask for any better weather than this right here. Brady Whitlock still in command of this first half as he leads Kyle Arup. And you know, Kyle Arup, he handed me a list of sponsors. I got to tell you, he's going to want to try to get into the Nationals. And I want to help him do it. So he's just been looking for some financial backing. And if you guys and girls want to see his car in the Nationals, you can help him achieve it. Talk about some of Kyle Arup's sponsors. Dave Pearson's Fabrications, Empire Destructive, Sturgeon Construction, S&M Media, Unwanted Apparel, Summers Brothers Racing, Race Tech Sheets, OMF Performance, DC Shock Service, King Shocks, Vagabond Welding Supply, and Fortune. And right now you can see this kid. He's got what it takes to be out in the national circuit out here in the lower circuit. And Kyle wants to say a big shout out to his mom and dad for making all this happen. So mom and dad, Kyle's sending you his love from the cockpit of his beautiful pro buggy. But right now, Brady Whitlock, he's out front and he's running a great race, looking smooth. Brady Whitlock now putting a little distance between him and Kyle Arup. And Dylan Ayers, all he can do is stand and watch this battle unfolding right in front of him. And that's going to bring out the competition yellow. You boys and girls having a good time tonight? Let me hear you make some noise out there if you are. Saturday night racing out here, round number 9 of the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series, Arizona. Presented by Yamaha Racing. I definitely want to say thank you to everybody for coming out here. Santan Ford providing that beautiful F-150 pace truck. It's an M80 off-road edition. Big shout out to Kevin McMullen out here. Kevin McMullen, young Connor McMullen. You just saw him racing out here, or you will see him racing out here. The modified kart class. And I always have to say that the modified kart, one of my favorite classes in off-road racing. I've switched to say one of my favorite. And they are coming up next. So make sure you stick around for the modified karts. They are going to come out and blister pace out here on the big track. Just like the big boys. Man, they are just slightly slower than the big pro cars. The Santam Ford truck with the turn signal on. He will pull off at this time. We're going to go back to green. The competition yellow. Tighten this field up. Can Brady Whitlock hold on? Brady Whitlock doing a great job here leading this thing. Now he's at the second half. Can Kyle Arab find his weakness, if you will? But Brady Whitlock loving his car setup, and he is keeping that car well out front. And Ryan Wheelie Anderson having some issues coming out of turn 3. Going to have to turn the car completely around. And Brady Whitlock now starting to feel car number 11 of Kyle Arab. And Kyle Arab putting it on top of the box last night. He's now going to have to settle for second place unless he can do something good around Brady Whitlock. And Brady Whitlock just looking as smooth as can be. As they come blazing into turn 4 and out of turn 5. Brady Whitlock one more time across the finish line jump. Can he hold on at least 2 more laps? I don't know if you're watching this race, but these 3 guys out front are putting it down right now. Very smooth. It doesn't look like any of them making hardly any mistakes out there at all. And Brady Whitlock enjoying the clean air as he's out front. Brady Whitlock doing a great job after last night's performance in round 8. And starting to extend his lead over Kyle Arab. And Kyle Arab now starting to feel pressure from Dylan Ayers. And with that going on, I'm not even sure Brady Whitlock knows what's going on behind him for second place. We've got a battle on our hand. Dylan Ayers trying to get on the inside, coming down the front straightaway. White flag flying. And Dylan Ayers with a spin out into turn 1. I'm not sure Kyle Arab collected him. So that's going to help out Brady Whitlock. He's only got 3 more corners to negotiate, and he's going to take the checkered flag. Wildhorse pass. And if you love off-road racing as much as I do, make some noise for your winner, Brady Whitlock, the Pro Buggy class. Followed up in second place by Kyle Arab and Dylan Ayers. giving it all he got. And with the spin out in turn one. We'll talk with the drivers right after this. Well, you got the mod carts coming up next. Don't you go anywhere. You're going to love this. If you love the Junior 1 and Junior 2 carts, you're absolutely going to love the mod carts. They've got 450cc engines. And there's shifter carts, and we're about to see them on the full course. Good. It's going to be very exciting. We'll talk with the winners as soon as they get out of their cars. Well, while we're past, if you love the race you just saw, let me hear you get loud and proud for these drivers. They're putting down Kyle Arab, giving him everything he's got, but Brady Whitlock, I know he's going to be very excited tonight for his win. So as soon as they get their head and neck restraints undone and their helmets off, we'll get them up here on our podium. I don't even have their trophies ready. And kind of announcer am I? Beautiful Gears to Glory trophies tonight, representing the memorial race that we have here. Found a phone. See what it is? Well, if anybody can tell me what kind of phone it is or how to unlock it. All right, we found a phone up here, so if you can tell me what kind of phone it is or what the welcome page is, I'll give you your phone. So once again, we found a phone. Brady, good job. Very good job. There you are. Kyle Arab, all right, very good job. Well, Dylan Ayers, we're going to start with you. You guys make some noise for Dylan Ayers. Yeah, I'm going to give you one of these right here. And you get one of these if you want one as well. No? You got one? No? You can take it if you want. You can take another one. But, man, what a race. Very uncharacteristic there in turn one. A little slip out there. Tell me what was going on.
I was just trying to get him. I was just trying to give him all I had. So it's been a while. I haven't been in the car for a while, but these guys are fast. It shows, you know, when you don't show up and you're not racing, they're getting faster and faster each week. So, but I had fun. I really have to thank my mom, my dad, Brian, my girlfriend, all the fans for coming out here and supporting this series, and Tim for putting it on. And, you know, just everything. It was a good day. I had fun. As long as I'm racing, everything's good.
Well, it's a better day than working. You heard him. Where's the fans out? He said thank you to all you boys and girls. That said like a true champion. Good job. Third place, everybody. Dylan Ayers. But we're going to move on over here tonight. He was your winner last night, but he was no slouch tonight. He didn't have anything to answer for a winner. But Kyle Arab, everybody's second place, man. You know, a little disappointing from last night. But, hey, man, you got a smile on your face. And like I said, if we're racing, it's still fun.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Second, first, third, last, doesn't matter. We're out here having a good time.
That's the way to talk about it. Well, let me ask you this. We talked earlier in California. You might have hurt the engine. Do you think that played into it tonight? Or was it just driving? Did Brady Whitlock have it all together tonight?
There's no excuses. Brady had it together, and he ran a clean, solid line. So props to him and Dylan for pushing me hard. So. Well,
I love it. And you know what, I do got you here. I do want to tell everybody this young man's going to get into the Nationals. If you have a company out there, I got to do it, man. If you have a company that you want to see on the side of this man's race car, I want to be personally responsible for getting him in the Nationals, because all you need is a good sponsor. And I'll tell you what, you got it done. You're great tonight. But tell us who you want to thank tonight that got you here.
I want to thank my mom and my dad and just everybody that came out, and Dave Parsons Fabrication, Empire Destructive, Race Tech Seats, OMF Wheels, and everybody else that helps out. Means a lot.
That's quite a list out there. One more time, everybody. You heard of Kyle Aram, second place tonight. Last night, great race. He was runner-up, and he's on top of the box tonight. Brady Whitlock, you got to be excited. You just drove your tail off, man. You led it from wire to wire. You knew it was Kyle Aram right behind you, I'm sure. But, man, you just drove one of the cleanest races I've ever seen.
Yeah, I knew Kyle was there. I've been chasing him down all year. That's been the story of the year. But I knew he wasn't going to give it to me. I knew he was there, and just happy to be up here.
You got to be excited, man. Kyle Aram, he's quite a performer, and you put it all together tonight. Well, with that car getting it done, who do you want to say thank you to?
I got to thank my dad, Fodro Motorsports, Danny Fodro, all my family here. Everyone's out here supporting me. Anderson Racing, everyone else that helps me out.
Well, I tell you what, I'm very excited for you. High five for you. You are the winner tonight. Brady Whitlock. Kyle, come on over this way so you guys can squeeze together. You know this routine. And coming up next, one of my favorite classes in off-road racing. It's the mod carts taking the big track. And this man right here, Kevin McMullen, he's going to be spotting for young Connor McMullen. And he was on, did he make the box last night? Yeah, he took second. I'm making sure. It's crazy. I've talked to these kids so much. I got to make sure I'm at the right race at the right time because they're constantly on there. What, it's your phone? What kind of phone is it? All right, I think we found our phone owner. So congratulations, Brady Whitlock. You're winner of the Pro Buggy class tonight. You can see the excitement in his face tonight. Wow. There you go. Very good. You got it. Well, that's a big something. Okay, let me put this away. Wow. All right. Well, I'll tell you this then. We have a purse. We have a purse, and you can tell me what kind of purse it is. I'll get your purse back. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Lots of lost and found here tonight. So if you could tell me what kind of purse it is. We found a purse, and I got it up here. The moon does look great out here. We're going mod car racing. You can see the Yamaha YXZ giving these guys pace out here. The moon is awesome. Look at the moon over there out of turn 4. Let's meet the drivers. In car 588, you heard me talking about this man earlier. He took second last night. Connor McMullen. Trey Gibbs at the 515. Mia Chapman 537. Riley Pierce, 575. 548, Cohen Crawford. And it's not Cole Keats in the 553. It's Luke Canup, I do believe. Is that right? All right, very good. Thank you, Jeff. Because we got Cole Keats here, and I'm taking note. Cole's in it. So it's good to see Luke Canup out here in his modified cart. Bronson Charamonte in 574. Chance Haugen, your Pinnacle Off-Road Motorsports driver in the 518. And Mason Prater in the 505 in his modified cart. And Mickey Smith, after a rough night last night at tumble in turn 3, she's now going to have to settle down there in 10th place on the pole. Or 10th on the lineup, I should say, rather. So the Yamaha YXZ pace vehicle pulls off. And we'll see if we're going green. Green, green, green. A little bit of bumping going on here in turn 2. But I know that car anywhere. Out front early, it's Connor McMullen. And Mia Chapman, Riley Pierce, and Trey Gibbs. Wow. Wildhorse Pass, what do you think about this so far, man? Look at these kids. Connor McMullen now leading this field down the front straightaway. Mia Chapman simply on fire. And Riley Pierce. I'm going to come up here and sit down with you boys and girls. See if I can get it right. Man, oh man. The modified kart racing in full effect. And that's going to bring out the yellow. I didn't see what happened. I was trying to get to a little bit of higher ground up here. I got to get a little bit higher ground. So I'm going to sit with you guys and girls. All right. I got a race to announce. See, I got it. So Colin Crawford was involved in that incident. I didn't get to see who it is. I'm going to have to make sure, because class, there are some serious racers out here, so I'm going to have to get a better vantage point. Where is he going? Have him cut the track, man. He's driving his tail off. That's all right. Let him have a hot lap. We'll have to show these kids that there's ways you can go across the track instead of on the track. That's all right. Luke Knupp, it's awesome to see that beautiful paint job out here in the modified kart class. Eric Havens coming up the suicide jump. What was that, 94, 95? No, it wasn't. It had to be earlier. It had to be way early. Honey, I stopped racing in 97. It was my last professional race. Yeah, we're old. We're old. We're officially old. All right. No, I haven't either. The first 46 years of my childhood have been hell. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Connor McMullen leading this modified kart class. But Mia Chapman, the two young ladies, Mia Chapman and Riley Pierce, I'm so ecstatic for these two young ladies. I've been a Mia Chapman fan since day one. Watched her actually mature into the race car driver she is today. And Riley Pierce, the same thing. Her racing career from just even a short year ago has come full circle, and now she finds herself definitely one of the top 5 mod kart racers. They got to race a big event this year as well. One track that I, as a racer, would give anything to race. The Yamaha YXZ Pace vehicle pulls off at this time, and we'll get these modified karts back into green. We're going green! Connor McMullen leading this field into turn 1. Mia Chapman now feeling pressure from Riley Pierce as they go 3 wide. Trey Gibbs in on that battle as well. Getting around Riley Pierce. Trey Gibbs going to have to make the pass as they come over the ski jump. He's got it done. Now Trey Gibbs on the inside of Mia Chapman, taking both the young ladies out in 2 turns. Well, Trey Gibbs now going to have to get his race program together to get around Connor McMullen. And it looks like he's going to do it into turn 2. Trey Gibbs to the inside. Can he get the pass done? No. Connor McMullen closing the door as they come into turn 3. And Mia Chapman not letting these two boys out by no means. Trey Gibbs to the inside trying to make the pass into turn 4. And that's going to bring out the yellow. No, we do have a car down. It looks like Mickey Smith with more gremlins. And Mickey Smith has brought some hats up here to the podium. We'll throw them out here during this event. If you want a hat, I'm gonna throw. Renee brought up some hats, so I'm gonna throw out some hats during this podium. So if you want some free swag, you better get down here to the podium when these kids get done. But right now, young Connor McMullen of McMullen Racing out front. Can he hold off a very hard charging Trey Gibbs? Trey Gibbs, your winner from last night. So Trey Gibbs has got he's got the skills to pay the bills to get done on top of my podium tonight talking to me. It's like a wiki. I can't rap. It's a good thing I'm an announcer because I can't rap. You know how some of those rappers, they freestyle? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We out here at the racetrack. I know somebody's got my back. See, I can't. That's about it. I don't know how to snack on my drink when I can't do it. I rap like typical white boy. But I announce like a dang WWE announcer. Yeah, this Sunday's going on right here, brother. Yeah, I can do that. I can be the Sunday guy at the monster truck. This Sunday, right here at Wildhorse Pass Motorsports Park. It's Grave Digger. All right, see? That's why I'm an off-road announcer right there, not a rapper. All right. Back to racing. We're going green. Connor McMullen out front. Can Trey Gibbs get around? Trey Gibbs now feeling the pressure from young Mia Chapman. And Riley Pierce trying to get a nose in on Mia Chapman. Trey Gibbs, though, doing everything he can to get around Connor McMullen. And there it is, turn 3. Can he make the pass stick? Too wide, going into turn 4, no! Trey Gibbs on the inside of turn 5. Can he make the pass down the front straightaway? Indeed, Trey Gibbs. And I can feel the frustration of Connor McMullen all the way from here. Look at that, they touch as they come into turn 2. Not seeming to affect the forward momentum of Trey Gibbs at all. Connor McMullen gonna have to do everything he can to reel in if he wants to be on top of the podium. And now look at this. Luke Knupp moving up to 4th position. And Riley Pierce now going backwards. And I love us being a night race with a lot of the racers out there with the LEDs on their car. Trey Gibbs now. Starting to extend his lead over Connor McMullen. Trey Gibbs now extending his lead. Connor McMullen just going to have to watch him check out. And Mia Chapman, I don't know if she can see him, but Luke Knupp doing a great job in his modified cart. And it looks like if we don't have any other mishaps, or miscues. This is going to be our finishing order. All right, it's a competition yellow. Trey Gibbs still on the gas. And we're talking up here with Kilgore spotter, and I'd say you got to be pretty happy. You said he was having some issues with his arm, you know, getting that mindset in. But tonight he's got it together. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely got mindset back. He's going to drive a really good race tonight. He's excited. We're on the front row, so it should do very well.
Oh, he's
I thank all of our sponsors. Everybody that's helped us on this deal has just been super.
Well, Lazy Boy coming on board, and you guys have been definitely doing them a lot of good.
Lazy Boy is the best. You can't beat a Lazy Boy.
Man, you know you can't, and you know I personally can't afford one, man. I'd love to have one. You know, if I had one, I'd probably sleep in it. I wouldn't even need a bed. I just come home, get my beer, lay down on my Lazy Boy, and be out. I need one for out here. You know, maybe we should talk to Lazy Boy and get me one up on a pedestal or something. I'll just announce from the Lazy Boy.
Maybe at the end of the year we can get Lazy Boy to come up with a chair for a drawing or something like that, a raffle. Huh?
That'd be a great idea. That'd be a great idea.
You bet. All
right. What's your favorite one? Is it they got an automatic one yet for guys like me that's too lazy to pull? See,
fat guy me? Yeah, no.
It's called Lazy Boy, so let's make it right.
No.
All right, very good. Well, I'm going to be excited to see it no matter what. The top 4 or 5 guys in the SR1 class that we got coming up next. I say guys, but I truly mean Corey Weller, the champ, and that she can get it done as well. Now, they're coming up next, or they're not coming up next yet. Let's see. So we got the full stock, then the SR1. So one more race, then the SR1. So my apologies. But right now, Trey Gibbs able to get around Connor McMullen, and Mia Chapman hanging in there in third place under this yellow. And I thought it was the competition yellow, but it's, ow! Don't beat up the announcer. All right, you can do that if you want, but that's all right. But look at this, Luke Knupp in that beautiful Arizona car. And he's new to this mod kart racing as far as my announcing knows. As far as I know, this could be his first one, unless he raced it at the other big event we talked about. Or in California, the regionals there, the Lucas Regionals. So this is news to me. Well, anyway, look at the moon right there in turn 4. It's a lover's moon. And why do they say it's a blue moon? Is that blue? It don't look blue to me. Do you see the man in the moon? Do you see the face? You don't? Did you fail kindergarten? You saw a cow jump. See, all right, you failed kindergarten for sure. All right. The Yamaha Wags 8-pace vehicle pulling up. Oh. No. No. All right, I think we got a little miscue here, but we'll make it right again. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, we've got a car dead down the back straightaway. There it is. Let's see if we can figure out who it is. So Trey Gibbs still out there. Connor McMullen still out there. Mia Chapman, Riley Pierce, Cohen Crawford, Chance Haugen. Man, I'm all messed up. You guys are next race. How did I see that? So we're the mod carts. SR1 championship, right? You guys are next. All right. Jeez, I must have failed school, period. How about that? It's crazy, right? It's a good thing I'm an announcer. That way you guys don't have to worry about my career as a rocket scientist. That's all right. I can build a pretty good rocket, though, out of acetylene in a tuna can. Yeah. I just can't. I have a hard time recovering it after I launch it. I don't know where the hell it goes. The cat's got something sticking in the side now. I don't know what's going on. All right. Back to modified kart racing, though. Connor McMullen, after leading earlier, Trey Gibbs had to work through the pack to get up here. Trey Gibbs picking off Mia Chapman. Riley Pierce, then Mia Chapman. And then had his hands full with Connor McMullen. But now he finds himself out front. Let's try it again. Our Yamaha YXZ pace vehicle pulling off. Can we get a green? We're going green. Let's finish this off the second half. Connor McMullen and Trey Gibbs pushing as they go into turn one. So Trey Gibbs now extending his lead on the restart. Connor McMullen now. I wonder if he knows that Mia Chapman is right behind him. We got the white flag flying for Trey Gibbs. Connor McMullen, if you're going to make your move, you're going to have to get that first place back from Trey Gibbs right now. With 3 more corners to negotiate, I don't think he's going to have anything for Trey Gibbs. Trey Gibbs now. And with a slip up, or Trey Gibbs dead in the water. Connor McMullen back out front. And Mia Chapman, we don't know what's going on. Wildhorse pass, make some noise for your winner. Connor McMullen. Mia Chapman second place. And Luke Canuck. What a race. The last lap coming out at turn 3. He'll get the hard luck trophy for Trey Gibbs on that one. We were talking to Chris. Chris, in fact, he's right here. Chris, where you go? Hold up. Oh. Hey, what happened out there? He went dead out of turn 3. What's going on out there?
He said it just shut down.
Oh! All right, so we'll have to see how that shapes up. He just shut right down after all that hard work. I know Joe Chapman, though, very excited. Mia Chapman still on the podium tonight in her modified kart racing. He's got to be pretty excited. Jet, I have to tell you something. You go back and watch livetrackfeed.com. I got to give you a high five, man. You are so freaking fast. You were in 4th place out there, and I got to tell you, I'm going to be a fan of yours if you continue to race. What do you got to say about that?
Good.
Are you excited? Tell me how come you are so freaking fast.
My dad.
Who's your dad?
Joey.
Man, you are so fast, it is unbelievable. I'm a big fan. One more high five, brother. Jet Yantis right there. I'm a big fan. You guys go. You guys know what's up. Go. You know who's out there. Well, let me get the music off. Pass. What do you think about that? Let me hear you get loud for these kids. I told you. Before I bring them up there, who wants a hat? Renee brought him up here. Mickey Smith with shoes out there. Smart Film 3M. It is a tinning business. There you go. Let me get loud. Did it go down? Let me hear you get loud if you want it. You better get it loud. They're coming. Woo! Let me hear you get loud. All right. Well, Smart Film, if you guys need 3M, all your tinning needs. All right, let's get our drivers back here. Connor McMullen, get on up here. Luke Knupp, I know he's got to be excited getting on this podium. Only his second event in the mod cart. And Mia Chapman, second place on my podium again. What a great race. So boys and girls, come on up here. Let's get an interview and see what happened from their perspective. See if I got any more Super Duty hats here for our winners. I do. And if you guys want more hats, you guys can get the winners to throw these out. Got Super Duty headquarters, one of our sponsors out here. Look at that. He knows what's what to take. Connor, look at how tall this kid is now. When I used to interview him, I was talking to him like this. Look at this young lady. She's getting older. That means I'm getting older. Luke Knupp. I know he's pretty excited. So take this one. Go ahead. Well, Luke, let's start with you. So you guys got to race a big house. That's what we'll say. We can't say much because it is definitely one of our competitors out here at the Lucas Oil. But, man, first race out of that race, second race out. I don't know how you fared there, but here you are on the podium in your modified cart. You got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, I just came out to Crandon, qualified 6th, broke the first day, got 7th the second day. Felt really good coming into this weekend. Got 5th, and then I don't want to get 3rd this way by Trey breaking, but I'll take it.
Man, you should, man. It's a great race to watch. You were able to watch everything going out there. Me and Chapman getting out there. Riley Pierce doing a great job as well. And Trey Gibbs, back there, and he had a lot of work to get around Connor McMullen, and he went dead there in turn 3.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, man, who you want to say thank you to?
After screen printing, Ultra Wheels, Axial, Casey Highlights, Walker Evans, Jimmy from Extreme, K1 Race Skirt, HJC, my mom, my dad, my sister, and everyone else who I maybe forgot.
Well, his first podium on his modified car. You better make some noise for Luke Knupp. Expect to see this man getting up here with these two as well. But we're going to move over here to this young lady. Mia Chapman, you can't be mad at your results either. You are putting it down. You are definitely a thorn in these two boys. And, you know, we'll talk with him in a second and see what he thinks about it. But it's a matter. Look at that smile. It's all about you right now. What was going on there from your cockpit?
Yeah, that was an awesome race. I was just trying to keep it smooth and get out there. It's my rookie year. Of course, I want to be up on the podium and made it happen again tonight. We had an awesome battle with Connor. He's going down the back stretch. Didn't know if that was going to make it, but, he had the inside line and I got caught up in the fluff, but it's all good. That was still a blast. And I couldn't do it without all the people that support me. Dynamite, special thanks for coming out. He builds all my engines and makes my car fast. Extreme, Stronghold, Kicker, every one of my sponsors that makes this possible. I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Mia Chapman, everybody. I love interviewing this young lady. Now she's got to get her second place. But this man right here, he held it together. He was out front for a while, and Trey Gibbs came and took it from him. But Trey Gibbs with a mishap, and you got it. You were there to pick it up. Connor McMullen, first place, man. That's where you talk about attrition. You said it last night. You're a desert racer, and as you know, stay strong, stay your line, and look what happened, man. You're on top of the box again.
Yeah, it was an amazing race tonight. We had a great start. Me and Trey always gang up together, like, hey, we're going to make this start happen. So had it for a couple laps to lead, but Trey, he had the advantage. He did a great job. I feel really bad for him because he broke on the last lap. But overall, he did a great job. Luke, congratulations to Luke for his podium, and Mia paddled her great. So it was a fun race.
Well, definitely said like a true sportsman. So we were talking about how many more years do you got left in the modified kart class?
This is my last year.
All right, and then where are we headed?
Hopefully class 10 in the desert, but we'll see here.
Class 10, that's a tough class, and there's a lot of tough competition in there. So right on, who do you want to say thank you to?
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, Jenica Hutch, Kevin McMullen Racing, Phoenix Commercial Electric, M&M Portable Toilets, and Cameron Full Tilt and Tires.
Your winner, everybody, of the Mod Cards, Connor McMullen. You guys scoot on over there. You know it too well. And we've got a very fast class coming up next. If you didn't hear me say it, the SR1. Sorry about that. I can hear, you know, yeah. I love it, man. I have such a good time doing my job. I love my job. That's for dang sure. But, man, the SR1 Championship coming up next, the Weller SR1 Championship. You know, I just feel like giving away a hat. Who wants one more hat? Let me hear you scream. If you want a hat, you're going to have to scream louder than that because I'm only going to do one. It's the Super Duty headquarters. There you have it. All right. All right. Daily Pentacle, come up here, man. Let me talk to you. Man, you're switching classes out here. You're watching the class you used to race in, but now you're running the UTVs. You had an SR1 out here. You cooked the motor this weekend, but that's all right. What's going on out there at the Pentacle camp?
I don't know. We're just trying to get things figured out, getting a little bit faster here and there, and bum deal with the SR1. Motor seized up. It's done deal for the weekend, but we're moving on to bigger things this year, getting comfortable in the YXZ now, and just can't thank the Wellers enough for helping me out this year, and it's just a really fun class, and it's getting super competitive, and I see big things in the class, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Well, that's awesome. As far as I know, you are the youngest driver I've ever seen in SR1.
I think so. I don't know. There's some older guys in there, but it's pretty cool.
Are you saying there's old folks in there like me in there? The old man, what I call Scott Webster, he's out there. Corey Weller, she's up there. She's a vet, and she's still the #1 champ out there. But Brandon Kilgore, who's some of your favorite racers in the SR1 class you look up to?
Well, Root was pretty cool because I got the car from him, so that's pretty awesome. Weller for sure. Get all my tips from her. She's been helping me out a bunch this whole season, and I don't know, Kilgore, all those dudes, they're great guys, all the vets. I look up to all of them. They've been in it forever. They got this stuff nailed, and I'm just trying to keep up with them and learn some stuff.
All right, if we could do this off from live track feed here, I'll cut you off. Let's do it. We're making a bet right now. Who's going to be the #1 tonight? Who's your money on?
Oh, man, I don't know.
I'm putting you on the spot.
I want to say Weller, but Nelson's, dude, they're running tight lately, so I don't know. I got my money on Weller. I got to go with Weller.
All right, here's mine. Mine is Weller, Kilgore, Nelson. Weller, Kilgore, Nelson. Some of the top fast drivers. That's Daily Petticoat, everybody. He's making his jump over to the SR1 class and the Yamaha YXZ in the production UTV class. And you'll see him out here in the last. You will make that main, so we'll see him get some seat time in on the Yamaha YXZ. That's right, Super Sick. Let's talk to you, because I always talk to a lot of other people other than you. Yeah, that's right. Oh, God. So, Super Sick, tell us what the big selling item down here at the Super Sick booth is.
Yeah, you know, you come down, you guys buy anything, we'll throw in a koozie and a free sticker.
You gotta love that. I got free stickers, too, I've been handing out. Look at this. Watch this. Hey, you want a free sticker? Bam, there you go. Look at that, Super Sick. Get down into the Super Sick booth, and also, while you're down here, check out the official Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona presented by Yamaha Swag. You get down here and buy the hats and T-shirts that we got, and that's all we got left. You better get them quickly. There's only 4 hats left. And if Super Sick is your thing, they got tons of. I have to tell you, I love this new mesh digital camouflage Super Sick hat. It is fitted, and that's what's incredible. When you get the mesh fitted, and the only complaint I have, because I have one of these, is they're white. I can't wear them in an off-road race. That's like club only, dog, right there. It's a good golf hat. That's right. Dan Bungarts. I don't even got to turn around, and I know that voice. I got to get some more love from this young lady. I miss this young lady right here. Oh, I miss you so much. But you're going to say you're going to be out here in November. You got to be feeling pretty good about that.
Super excited to get back in my car finally after a year off, broken chest, things like that, being an adult, having to work weekends, so finally get to get back in my car, so I'm super excited.
I've been out racing because I've been doing adulting. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier. Yeah, I'm 46, so the first 46 years of my childhood have been the hardest, you know what I mean? So it's good to see you out here, but I just got to get another hug. I love you so much. I love it. I love seeing my family out here at the Lucas Oil Off-Road Regionals. How are you enjoying? You loving this race so far?
Yeah.
Well, we're going SR1 racing, and we're going to meet the drivers. Let me see if I can get him. Brandon Kilgore in car number 35. Brian McCormick in car number 9. Dan 200, not out on the track, but out here running the Super Duty headquarters. He has to come watch this one. Let's see who else we got out there. Jamie Regina. Who else?
My Uncle Paul.
What's the last name? You just want to say a shout out to Uncle Paul?
Yep.
That's the way to do it right there. Let me get my list here, because now I don't know my numbers. I know my drivers, but not my numbers. Jesus. Because we do got a new driver out there, Larry Hayes, I believe. So let's get it right. Because I don't want to look silly on livetrackfeed.com. Scott Webster, car number 42, Ken Benson, fire sponsored 95 machine. Lance Root, he's only got another race after this one, and he said he's going to be hanging it up to concentrate on the Super Sick clothing line. Jamie Regina in car 47. David Hare in the number 16 car. Lynn Grant, number 15. And there's that Larry Hayes I was telling you about in car 75. J.R. Wood in car number 28. And Daley Pentaco did not make the curtain call. As you heard, he fried his engine last night. J.R. Gooden in the car 69. And Brian Smith, I didn't see him out in qualifying, so I'm not sure if Brian Smith made the curtain call this time around either. Yes, he did. I can see that HID LED all the way from here. The Santan Ford F-150 pace vehicle pulling off at this time. We're looking for a green. It's green, green, green. Brandon Kilgore out front early. Dustin Nelson right behind him, and the current reigning champ, Corey Weller. 1, 2, 3. And Brian McCormick and the old man, Scott Webster, right there as well. Ken Benson and Lance Root rounding up the top 5. All right, we got a little bit of drama already. I can hear the crowd, and I had my back to him as I was walking up the stairs. Dustin Nelson now out front. Brandon Kilgore moving back to second place. Corey Weller having to earn her position. But right now, Dustin Nelson, our winner from last night, Brandon Kilgore getting sideways off the ski jump. And Corey Weller, Brandon Kilgore on the bicycle, but didn't lose a place. And now Brian McCormick getting some of that action, finding himself in second place. What a great race so far, Dustin Nelson. Fully extending his lead now. And Kendra and Gina Hare now. I do believe David was that one out there in turn 2, rather. So that's going to end David Hare's night. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Dustin Nelson simply on fire this weekend. 2 for 2 last night. Can he repeat his performance? Brian McCormick, Brandon Kilgore, they're battling it out for that second place. The battle behind Dustin Nelson and Corey Weller. She's watching this battle unfold right in front of her. And what a race this is in second place. Dustin Nelson getting a little too sideways in turn 1. Not going to lose the position. Brandon Kilgore to the inside down the back straightaway. Coming into turn 2, can he make the pass on Brian McCormick? Not yet. Brian McCormick not simply going to hand it to him on a silver platter. A bump as they come into turn 3. Corey Weller now. Oh! All right, that's going to bring out the full course yellow. Well, I know Brandon Kilgore. There wasn't a lot of bumping there that caused the final rollover. He very easily set that car over. He was out of shape coming out of turn 3. I'm not sure Corey got into him. From what I saw, it appeared that he got a little heavy on the skinny pedal, and that car got a little sideways, and he just couldn't get that back on all 4. I know Corey Weller had to watch that right in front of her, and as I said, I'm not sure she had anything to really do. We'll go back and check it out on livetrackfeed.com, but I still think they were clean. What I think started the whole thing is Brandon Kilgore, came out of the corner and pushed into Brian McCormick. Yeah, I think I agree with what I hear behind me. I think, Brandon Kilgore, a little out of shape, coming out of turn 3, touching into Brian McCormick, having to turn the car pretty hard, and Corey Weller was just right there. He's okay. That car was an easy rollover. Now, here's the thing. He's going to have to be tagged to the back, but that's all right. Brandon Kilgore has what it takes to still come back and to get this race, but he's going to have his work cut out for him. Yeah, that car, it's just scratched. It ain't even close to hurt. I think his pride maybe hurt more than the car, so. But if I know Brandon, that's not going to affect his race in any way. He's going to come back and he'll show you guys. And he's going to be tagged to the back, I'm certain. And we'll let him go around one more time as we get the DRP safety crew. And at that point, that's going to let me say a big thanks to Carl and all the boys over there at DRP Safety. They do a fabulous job making sure that the safety of our drivers is number one. So, Carl, sir, I definitely want to say thank you to you and your crew. All right. So with that being said, let's look at our lineup. Dustin Nelson out front. Brian McCormick now firmly in second place. But he's going to have his hands full with the current reigning champion, Corey Weller. And right behind Corey Weller, as I heard it said over here, the old man, Scott Webster. And Ken Benson of Dragonfire Racing rounding off the top 5. And now Jamie Spotter going down. Brady Whitlock making his way up after his win in the Pro Buggy. I know there's a lot of excitement there. The Santan Ford M80 F-150 Off-Road Edition. If you guys have not checked out our official pace truck, feel free to check out a truck with all the bells and whistles. Like, I'm seriously, if there is something else that this truck doesn't have, it hasn't been invented yet. That's all there is to it. It's got a moonroof. Well, I beg to differ, but no whistle, but maybe a bell. You leave the door open. Yeah. You leave the door open, it goes ding, ding. Actually, it's got a fob. So if, like, you got the fob in your pocket and the car is running, I did this the other day. I was driving it around here while we're setting it up. And you get out of the car, it honks at you. Honk, honk. Like, what the heck? Why are you honking at me? What are you, Knight Rider? Here we go. We're back to racing. Green, green, green. Corey Weller in the back of Brian McCormick. Now she's going to make the pass down the back straightaway. She had to check up. Inside of Dustin Nelson as he goes outside in turn 2. Corey Weller now the outside of Brian McCormick. Brian McCormick, the only other manufacturer out there in his Honda CBR 1000 engine. And Corey Weller makes the pass in turn 4. Brian McCormick now Making the pass back in turn 5. Corey Weller, we got a battle for second place on as they're swapping back and forth. More swapping going on than a 1988 CR250. You motocross guys will get that one. Corey Weller now back around Brian McCormick as they come out of turn 3. Corey Weller hard on the rev limiter, where it's still green. And Dustin Nelson now. He's got a gremlin. Is he going to bring out the full course yellow or just a local? But he is dead in the water. Very disappointing for Dustin Nelson. We'll see if we'll leave the local. And that will bring out the full course yellow. Brian Smith out there from Get HID Lights. He's got HID kits, LED light bars, interior SMD dome lights. And you can see his beautiful SR1 out there. That number 881 car. And he's got that car lit up like a Christmas tree. But check it out at GetHIDLights.com. Or give him a call here out of Mesa, Arizona, 602-373-2714. And get your SR1 looking dune ready, just like the one that he's racing right now. And that's going to bring out that beautiful M80 that we were talking about from Santan Ford. One more time, what a tough break for Dustin Nelson. He was out front. He did have an issue earlier in qualifying, the car overheating. And you can see Liz Nelson now. She's walking out. She's kind of disappointed. And Elizabeth, you okay? Is he all right, though? The car just dead. He's all right? No problems? Did it overheat again? Shut down. Another problem? Oh, he broke a chain. Ah. So Dustin Nelson coming out of turn 1, ending his day with a broken chain. So Elizabeth Nelson conveying that to me. There she is now. She finds herself out front. It's Corey Weller in that car affectionately known as Honey Badger. Where's my Corey Weller fans? Let me hear you get loud out there. Indeed. Now Brian McCormick finding himself firmly in second place. But he's got what it takes, too, to give Corey a run for her money. And look at this. If my eyes don't deceive me, what did I tell you about Brandon Kilgore? Didn't I tell you he would get all the way back up? And there he is, third place. Brandon Kilgore ahead of Ken Benson. I told you. And I'll tell you again, still, we've got some laps left. Do not count out Brandon Kilgore. And he finds himself on a podium spot right now, so if he can just hold on. And I told you his mindset would be just to get right where he's at. And that puts him right within striking distance of Brian McCormick and Corey Weller. So it's great. I'm down here in the bleachers, and I can hear Dan 200. I mean, he's got that noticeable voice right there. Hey man, I'm down here. That's the HQ thing, and I'm trying to sell my stuff down here. That's everybody talks about me, dog. That's all right. I do have the gift of gab, but you're probably right. I say, my money's with you. And look at this. Now I don't know what we got going on. Lance Root, now he's having some issues down the back straightaway. Corey Weller out front, but look at this. Brandon Kilgore all the way up to second place already, and Ken Benson now wants some of this action. Wildhorse Pass, where you at? Let me hear you make some noise for this race right here. So Brian McCormick and Ken Benson now battling out for that final podium spot. And Brandon Kilgore trying to get a nose in on the ski job. He's going to make the pass. As they come into turn 3 with only 1 lap to go, do they touch? No! Corey Weller now. Where you at, Wildhorse Pass? You better get loud. It's going racing time. White flag fired for Brandon Kilgore. Wow, wow, wow. And now the old man, Scott Webster, in the final podium spot. Corey Weller hard on the rev limiter. She wants to get around Brandon Kilgore. Wildhorse Pass, one more turn to go. Your winner, Brandon Kilgore. Well, I tell you what, get on up here. I want to interview you real quick. Man, you guys been sitting here watching this race, and you got to be pretty excited for him.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
All right. It was an awesome race. Well, we're going to go down here and talk to your winner from the Lazy Boy sponsor right there, and we'll find out what just happened. It's going to be an interesting podium, that's for sure. Talk with the drivers right after this. Mama rock me. Turn it into karaoke night right here at Wildhorse Pass Motorsports. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Mama, rock me. Wildhorse Pass, let me hear you put your hands together if you love the race you just saw. What do you guys and girls think about that? Well, the drivers are coming on over here to the podium right now. We'll get the interview and see how that race looked from their perspective. I'm so excited about this. Ooh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was trying to get my hand around you so you didn't run into me. But Brandon Kilgore showing us some of his excitement right there. The old man, Scott Webster. It's been a while since he's been on my podium. I know he's going to be pretty excited. So let's get on up here. This is going to be a very touchy podium indeed. You know, being out here, like I said, I've been out here for a little over 4 years now. I've learned that this is a part of my family and part of the people that I do. These are who I vacation with. This is who I race with. And this crew right here, the SR1 Championship Series, you will not find any tighter racing organization than this SR1 Championship Series. Well, let's tell you what, big round of applause for this race, without a race or not. I call him the old man. I love him. I say that with most respect about it. Scott Webster, third place tonight. Scott Webster, man, it's all about attrition in your book for tonight, man. You were there. A lot of battling going on. You saw Brandon getting turned over in turn 3. We'll find out that story here in a second. But, man, you stayed strong, and here you are, the final position on my podium.
It was a great battle. I mean, these guys are obviously very, very fast. Give it up for these two. They're difficult to race with. Pretty tough with the race to the yellow and coming around that last turn. Not sure who it was, but somebody kind of got into me. And then
I have a guess on who that was.
But then, thank goodness, a couple of the other guys battled, and I was able to sneak under them. So I'm happy to be here.
All right, Scott Webster, it's been a long time on my podium. And you know what? I don't even have to say anything because we all love you, dude. You are definitely one of the most lovable racers of all time, if I do say so myself. But, man, tell the people who you want to show some love to right now.
Network Automotive, Diversified Builders, Specialty Paving, Parts Authority. Derek killed it spotting for me. He guided me through this whole race. And I'm a new granddad right now. Thank you for all the friends and family for coming out. This was amazing.
So can I add that to my list of the old man? I can say Grandpa Webster.
You've always called me Grandpa. Now, now it's for real.
All right, I love this young man. Make some noise for I love this man, Scott Webster. Now, Corey Weller, the hard part of my job, you know, and it always begins with you too. You know, I know what to say, I know what to do, I know how to do it, and it's almost second nature when you're standing on the podium. But this one's going to be pretty tough. Brandon Kilgore, he was turned over early. I don't think you guys made contact in turn 3 on the first incident. I think it was actually him and Brian McCormick. So if I got anything wrong here, I want your side. Now, the last time, though, when he got around you, though, a little bit of contact made there. I don't know if there's anybody's fault. What was going on from your seat?
No, that wasn't anybody's fault, really. I came in turn 3, and it died. So it sucks because I'm sure that screwed his corner up, definitely screwed my corner up, and I'm just trying to turn it back on, like, start before everybody else came. So totally threw that one away. But it was crazy. You know, right now I think we have, one more race to the end of the season, and I'm leading in points. So, I mean, I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but still try to stay out of the chaos. And it was really nutty, like the whole first half of that race. I was like, I don't even know what's going on up there. So
Dustin Nelson losing a chain, man. I mean, he was out front, and I mean, it looks like he had it wrapped up.
He did. I mean, he was out clear. You know, whenever there's people battling behind you, you pretty much have nobody's really getting to you, you know, so you can pick your lines and run the fast lines. So, but when you're battling, it's hard. You got to start running different lines and try to, you know, that battling slows you down. So, huge thank you. You know, I popped a motor in qualifying, and my guys took it back, put a new motor in it, came back right in time to get back out there. And so I have to give a huge shout out to Rico. Came all the way from his house. It's a weekend. He doesn't have to work. We had help from Josh from Scott's camp, and Jason obviously went back and put it in, and it just everybody in the SR1 class helped so much. So huge thank you to Optima Batteries for being a part of my SR1 program. Dragonfire Racing again for all the cool goodies they put on my car and all their support this year. Maxxis Tires, I think this is an all Maxxis podium, which is awesome. So Maxxis, those things hook up. Like there's just nothing quite like that. If you're not on Maxxis, then I don't know, you're probably going to be behind all these guys. But anyway, thanks a bunch, you guys, for coming out. I know it's been hot today, but it's good to see you.
Corey Weller, second place, a true champion right there. You heard her say she's in the points lead, but you saw him roll over in turn 3. He a little, I think, heavy on the skinny pedal. Makes a noise for you. Really came back all the way from the back to take the win. The crowd was simply electrifying. I'm actually sitting in the crowd right now. You had a big fan base right over here, and I announced it. You'll go back and watch it. I said, as long as his mindset's right, he's the only driver that could come from dead last and win this thing, and you did exactly as I said. So you got it feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling ecstatic. It was that rollover was totally my fault. I could have let off the gas. Instead, I got right into Brian, hoping I'd keep going, but I didn't. And then, I knew from there on I had quite a few laps to go, and I was just on a mission. Last night I got pushed around a little bit, and tonight I just wasn't going to have it. I'm going to give it this tonight, and I knew that going in it was going to be aggressive, but I want to make it happen after I was on my side. I was just like, nah, I'm going to win this still.
Very good. I'll tell you what, it's very exciting to watch, to announce, and you've got a long list of people you want to say thank you, because I'll tell you there's a lot of people there rooting for you.
I do. My crowd here is awesome. I can't say enough. I have more Kilgore shirts out there than ever before, and Dale on the radio, my dad, everyone who in my camp, everyone that helped me out yesterday, Kevin, my girlfriend Taylor for making it out barely, and just all their friends, Ryan, all you guys that came out. And, I couldn't do this without all my sponsors. Title sponsor this year is Lazy Boy Furniture. You guys got to get out there, and they're such an awesome family and such an awesome people. If you need anything, go visit them. I even had Grandpa come out tonight, and Bo, and some people representing, and all my other sponsors, Reliable Source Metals, Two Brothers Racing, Rockform. Like Corey said, our Maxxis tires are just killing it out here. Raceline Wheels, who Sidewinder Subs came on. Donnie Smith Plumbing, sorry, I always forget him. And but yeah, all the crowd, everyone from coming out, and even the Webster camp, they've always been such my big supporters, and everyone around. This SR1 crew is so fun, and just thank you to everyone. Thank you guys.
Your winner tonight makes a noise for Brandon Kilgore. Corey, scoot on over there so you guys get the good pictures. And man, was that an exciting race or what? Let me hear you scream one more time. Well, coming up next, very excited about the next race as well. The SR1 class getting tons of attention right there. But now we're going to this full stock, the Open V8 and mini stock class. And I do believe we only have the Open V8 and the Munns brothers out here. Will Greg Baum make the curtain call after a disappointing flat in his qualifying round. So we'll find that out. And that's going to be Will Romsberg as well, the Super Duty headquarters sponsored truck on only his second. Well, this would be officially the second event, but this will be his fourth race officially here tonight. Will Romsberg from Super Duty headquarters. And Jake and Will Munns with the victory last night. Can he do it again tonight? We'll find out. I know Judy's watching right now from Oklahoma. So hello, Aunt Judy. Your race is up next. It's the stock full Open V8 class. So stick around also if you haven't seen the Open V8 class. My young, great driver, Trey Gibbs, he's brought his national caliber Pro Light out here tonight in the Open V8, and he'll run it against Rich Ward and Justin Sir. And then after that, we are going to have an exciting battle. Watch Corey Weller, Dustin Nelson return for the production UTV class and the unlimited UTV to end the night. So we got those two classes coming up next. It's now the full stock Open V8 class coming up next. Sit tight. Hey, Brandon Kilgore. Brandon, don't forget, you said I got to take that for a hot lap someday. I will collect on that tab. I promise you that. That's right. He's a man of his word, dude. I said he's the only driver that can get it done, and look at that. He's rolling away with that #1 trophy. Corey Weller doing awesome, still in the points lead tonight with a great finish here, second place both nights. And the grandpa, Scott Webster. I have so much love for that young man right there. It is unbelievable. And look at that. I said to Grandpa, but then I called him a young man. What the hell? Come on, Mark. Get your story consistent. All right. Coming up next, the full stock class and Open V8. And I told you, Trey Gibbs bringing his national caliber Pro Light out here to race at the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series, Arizona, presented by Yamaha Racing. And he's going to come out here and turn hot laps for you. And then after that, we've got a very big limited UTV and production UTV. And that's going to conclude round 9 of our Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series, Arizona. Let's talk about some of the sponsors here. I want to give a big shout out to R&R Steel, a big sponsor out here at Bobby Van Beekam's company. A great job and a great showing out here this weekend. He'll be featured out here in the production and unlimited UTV. Barn a car from Trisha Wright. A Tilted Kilt Pub and Eatery right here in Tempe on Warner. We get out of here earlier tonight. You make your way down there, show them your ticket or wristband, and tell them you were out here, and I'm very certain there's going to be a discount involved. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Adam Grunder with a location in Scottsdale and one in Tempe on Rural Road. Network Automotive with locations in Apache Junction, Mesa, Gilbert. Network Automotive, it's where I take all my alignment. They have a laser alignment, and that's the ones I want to use. Weller Racing, you check them out at wellerracing.com. If you love the class that you just saw race, the SR1s, and you want to build one, whether you want to build one to come out here and race, or you want to build ones for one of the ultimate dune machines they have out of the Glamis Dunes, go to wellerracing.com and check out all their high-performance parts. They are one of the industry leaders with an all-new Yamaha YXZ. They feature a turbo kit that will simply make your Yamaha YXZ do wheelies. So definitely go check them out. MTX Audio for coming out here tonight and making my voice sound so good. Big shout out to MTX Audio. FSGD Nation, they're out here in full effect. And see, that's the best way we can say it, because I'll never forget when you guys had a driver up here that won, and he said it right on live timer. I'd like to say, and we have no bleeper system, so that one went straight out. It's like we have no bleeper system for Dan 200, man. So every time I hold him the microphone, it's like, oh no. You know it's a party when about 12 o'clock at night, Dan 200 comes in and somebody's UTV or golf cart goes, come on, get in, dude. I stole this thing. We're going for a drive. Yeah, that happens all too frequently. And there I am standing there with a cone on my head going, really? Really? Yeah, and then let's continue that story. Next thing you know, Dan 200 ends up drunk in a drift car with some hot young lady. So that's a real story. All right. I'm going to start like Fire Marshal Bill. So what do you got to say, Dan?
You were talking about the night that we got to borrow Lance's golf cart and go over to the drift track. And I want to give that was a really good time that night. I got to go for a ride in a drift car. That is super fun. And I got to give a shout out to my friend and future marketing guy at SDHQ, Dustin Millard, who's in the stands tonight. I see you, Dustin. Stand up so the people can see you. That's him right there. They're one of the most colorful people in motorsports right here. He's coming aboard at SDHQ, and he is the only reason that I was able to get in the drift car that night. I want to give a public thank you to that fellow. Thank you very much. Near and dear to my heart. Love you, dog.
Well, there you have it. That's how we do it right out here at the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series. Go talk to Dan 200 at the SDHQ truck. He has everything you need, from helmets to steering wheels to fuel pumps to tear-offs to face shields for your helmet and all kinds of incredible necessary race products that you will need. Monster Energy, one of our sponsors tonight, and we're going full stock racing. Justin Sir, the car number 47, Trey Gibbs in 15. Rich Ward rounding off our Open V8 in that car 27. But them, it's Will Munns in the 71 F-150. Jake Munns in the 35 F-150. And Greg Baum, he is in the number 81 Dodge. And he is the only other manufacturer out on the track right now in that Dodge. And the Super Duty headquarters truck driven by Will Romsberg in his second only event tonight. At his fourth race in his career. And I know he's got to be excited to be driving that beast of a truck Right there, donate from SDHQ. Trey Gibbs checking out in the open V8. Now Justin Surt in that Napa-sponsored truck. And Trey Gibbs, as I told you, bringing out the Pro Light. One of the national caliber trucks out here. And Will Munns leading the full stock class. And Greg Baum right behind him with brother Jake Munns in third place. And Will Romsberg looking awesome tonight. Looking like he's picked up some speed in that full stock truck. So before the night's over, we only got one more race after this. Make your way down to the Super Sick Gear. Get down here, Lance Root. A lot of stuff happening down here. You got some Super Sick gear.
We have all kinds of new Super Sick gear. Hey, we even have the shirts that Javier Soto was wearing on News Channel 3 the other day. Get over here and get yourself some new shirts. But watch these guys rip this track first.
You got it. Get over here after this race. I'm going to go sit up here in the grandstands. Back to racing. Justin Surst up front of Rich Ward. They're second place out here. I'll get you one. Let me get over there. I'll get you one. Sorry, guys. Let me get sitting down over here. My man Lars did a great job here tonight. Posting stuff here, making sure that our winners get on the Facebook page. I want to remind everybody, tell everybody at home, go to livetrackfeed.com. They can watch this race just like Aunt Judy right now. Aunt Judy Munns Newman. And I know she's watching Will Munns right now out front in the full stock class. But Greg Baum getting it done right now with second place performance. And can he get that Dodge on top of my podium? Now this Dodge, you know, you look out there and you see a lot of stock components, but his radiator, look right there next to his number plate, that is his radiator. So if you look right at the front of that truck, no grill, no nothing, just an engine. And Jake Munns running a brand new body that he put on for the race that we had in Sholo for the high stakes racing. And if you boys and girls ever get a chance to watch off-road racing up in Sholo, it was something to behold, that's for sure. The track definitely very strong, very tacky. And Kyle Arup is here. He's still getting stuff done. He's got posters. I've been seeing your poster. He's got a handful of them right here. You got a Sharpie in there too, right?
Oh, of course. I got like 4 Sharpies on.
Let me see the poster again. I've got one. You signed one for me. What a poster. And look at Josh. He's quick to give it out. You almost lost one there. Look at this. Let me have one of those. I'm going to give it to this young man right here. Look at that. Make sure you get him to sign it for you, because I will tell you, this man, he's going to be going places in that buggy class. I promise you that. You saw him drive his tail off tonight. And you still love the buggies?
Oh, I love them a lot. Hopefully someday we could make the switch to Pro 2, but until then, I love my buggy.
right, well, you're definitely one of the faster ones in it, but here we go, back to full stock racing. The Santan Ford pace vehicle pulling off this time as Trey Gibbs just crawling up the front straightaway. Let's see how this shapes up. We're green, green, green. Rich Ward now to the inside of Justin Cern. Will Munns now trying to get a pass in on the Open V8 class. And there's the difference. Open V8 running an open engine, anything they want to do. And the full stock class having to run a restrictor plate to keep CFMs at a consistent rate going into your stock engine. Lots of bumping. I hear those machines. Rich Ward putting a bumper on Justin Sir as he gets around. And they're rubbing as they come down the front straightaway. Trey Gibbs, though, look at how effortlessly he takes turn 3. Trey Gibbs saying he loves having to switch up his style. Coming from the modified cart, him winning tonight, and he'll win this one if he stays here consistent. And while we're watching this stock full, I want to say on behalf of Jones Entertainment, thank you for our attendance tonight. You boys and girls coming out here to watch off-road racing. On behalf of the entire staff out here, I want to say thank you. We've got one more event after this, so don't go anywhere. Right after this, it's the Open Production UTV and Unlimited UTV. And can Dustin Nelson repeat his win from last night? We'll find out right after this, but right now, Trey Gibbs almost half a track ahead of the closest competitor, Justin Sir. And as he said last night, Rich Ward said, it looked like I had a tow rope on my boy Justin, but Justin out front now, and just one more lap, a lap and a half. And Justin Sir will find himself second place on my podium. White flag flying for Trey Gibbs. Watching these stock full trucks, you may ask yourself what's different from these and the fully built Pro Light out there. Pro Light is built 100% from scratch. The only thing that has any production base in that truck is the engine and transmission itself. The rest of that truck, all custom made, custom gearing, custom axles, custom chassis, custom frame, and custom suspension. And here he comes around the last straightaway. Wildhorse Pass makes some noise. Your winner of Open V8, Trey Gibbs. Just with 2 more turns to negotiate. Open V8 gonna be Justin Sir if he can hold on just one more straightaway. Your second place finisher, Justin Sir, followed up quickly by Rich Ward in that Kyle Green built Bronco. And Will Munns, your winner of full stock class. Greg Bob and Jake Munns rounding off your top 3 in that full stock class. We'll talk to the winners right after this. This is how we roll. This is how we. What's the other word? I don't even know the words. I can't do no country now. Don't get me there singing that one. The only thing I can do is Garth Brooks. What's that song? The Thunder Rolls. 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm an announcer. That way you don't have to worry about my career as a singer. What's up with the drivers? Yes, sir. Who's this?
Say hi. It's my sister.
It's my sister. She's all embarrassed. She's like, I don't want to talk on that, Mike. Hey, look at that. That's sweet. You get rid of your sister right there. I gave them all out, so I've got to give the rest of them. We'll see if I can do one more after the last race. We'll see what I can do. All right. All right, you stick around right here. This is how we roll. This is how we move. Well, come up here right now. You said you want me to give you a shout out of Wounded Vets. Why don't you tell me what we got going on?
So we have a new organization now. It's called Your Wilderness. It's for wounded veterans and those with physical disabilities to go on off-road adventures and UTVs with hand controls. Oh, wow. So we adapt UTVs so they can drive it and come out and have a good time. Eventually we want to have a team out here, a racing program, but we're starting out with just off-road adventures. So if everyone could check it out on Facebook at Your Wilderness, give us a like, that'd be really appreciated.
Tell me about it one more time. Slow it down. Your Wilderness?
So it's Your Wilderness on Facebook, at Your Wilderness. It's for wounded veterans and those with physical disabilities to go on rides and UTVs with hand controls.
All right, I'm going to want you to stick around here for the next race because I'm going to introduce you to George Hamill. He's actually out here racing, and he's got hand controls as well. So you make sure you stick around. Stay right here during the next podium, and I'm going to really hook you up, and he's going to give you some big props out there. So Your Wilderness, check it out on your Facebook page. Wounded Vets with hand controls and all the stuff that they need to negotiate. So good shout out there, my friend. And you come back here and stick around. But right now, let's get our Open V8 competitors up here. I don't even have trophies again. So Trey Gibbs, come up here and get another trophy. Look, doesn't his hair? I said, you ever see those old men that have those visors with the hair sticking out? Looks like they stole his hair right there. So get on up there. We'll get you another trophy. Dude, I love Trey Gibbs, man. He is awesome. Awesome sauce. That's all there is to it. All right. Man, I don't know if I have any other. I got to do like 16 here, but that's all right. Trey, get on up here. Justin Sir. Rich Ward. See, Trey's ready, and I'll just start interviewing you while we're waiting for the other ones. You get another one of these if you want it. He's like, I wouldn't come there. You guys coming? All right. But this one, you get this one, and boy, you drove your tail off. Rich Ward, come on down here, man. We'll start with you. Man, last night you said it. You said it looked like I had a tow rope attached to my bumper, and I was just towing Justin around here. But tonight, the tables have turned. Looks like you gave the tow rope to him.
Yeah, I think I did hook it to the back of his. It was fun. I mean, I felt like I was right there. I got him on the restart. He got a little sideways in turn one. He got me back in three. I went out a little wide and got in the fluff and kind of just blew the tires off it. But, man, that Bronco was running awesome.
Well, definitely looked good. I heard a lot of banging going on out there a couple times coming into turn four there. You guys really connected.
Yeah, I just wanted to let him know I was there, give him a little love. So it was fun. We had a good time out there. So I tell you what, I want to thank Kyle Green for building just an awesome Bronco. Party Cooler Cup, Snap-on Tools, Faldro Motorsports, Discount Tire, all the people in the pits that help. Doug, my wife for spotting. It's just fun.
All right, Rich Ward, everybody. He's been on my podium many times, no stranger. He's having a selling for third place tonight, but second place, he drove his wheels right off that thing. Justin, you looked awesome tonight. Very smooth. I didn't see any mistakes from my vantage point.
No, it ran good. Rich got around me. I was like, great, here we go again.
Just a repeat of last night, but, man, truck seemed to be running good. Now, you're running a little smaller block than everybody. You're running a 302 over your old truck.
Yeah, the other truck had a 351. This one's got a 302 in it, so it's about the same.
All right, well, I tell you, it sounded pretty good to my ears. Second place, man, you're feeling pretty good because, really, this kid, he's running Open V8, but we really know what that truck's. You were the winner tonight. Who you want to say thanks to?
Yeah, he's got a good truck, man. I'd like to thank Deer Valley Napa, Pirlo Excavating, my wife, my mechanic Doug, Lucas Oil and Tim Jones for putting this on.
All right, there he has a man, a few words, but big on stature right there, Justin Sir. But this kid, he's going to go. Look, it's almost like I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Like, I wake up and just do this earlier. Look at that smile. Yeah. How old are you? That's something they want to know.
I'm 15. I don't even have my permit yet.
15 years old, and you get to drive a national caliber Pro Light truck. All right, there he goes. High five. All right. Hey, this kid's got time for the fans all the time because he's got a long career ahead of him, man. So what was going on out there? Getting some good seat time out there at that Pro Light.
Oh, yeah. I'll get to the Pro Light race later. But you know, in the mod kart race, we didn't have what we wanted. Qualified, we broke the exhaust pipe. I just want to give a thanks for Kyle Green and for willing the pipe up for getting me out there and able to run the race. We didn't finish due to some mechanical failures, but you know, it's all right. We know the car's fast. We're going to be out here ready for the Nationals. But, yeah, that Pro Light race, racing with all these guys, it's always a great race. Yeah, my car is a little different than theirs, but it's still cool to come out here and race with them, that they let me race in their class and just all that cool stuff. But, you know, congrats to them for getting up here. And, yeah.
It's funny, we were talking about it. I was over talking with your tuner, and he said, yeah, we cracked the pipe. I said, man, we'll go weld that thing together because we ain't got the right stuff to weld. I said, man, if you got a car battery and a coat hanger, I'll get that thing welded for you. You're going racing. He looked at me like, are you serious? We don't do that stuff. So Kyle Green welded it up for you. So big round of applause to you. And who you want to say thank you to? Anybody you missed?
I want to give a big thanks to my dad, my stepmom, my grandma, my grandpa, my great-grandpas, Cameron, Kenny for coming out here, my crew chief, working his heart out in my car, keeping it prepped and ready to go for on the track. Races Service, Method, Ethica, Temecula Motorsports, anybody else who I forgot, thank you guys so much for getting me out here.
Trey Gibbs, everybody watch for him. You guys scoot over here closer to Rich Ward. Come this way and get your picture. We're going to talk to the Stock 4 right here next. Let's get Will Munns, Greg Baum, and Jake Munns as well up here. And we'll talk. And do I see the number 99 truck of Will Romsberg? Is he over there? Where's he at? Where's Will Romsberg? Will, come on over here, because after I get done with them, we'll talk with you guys. Get on up here. I don't even have trophies for you. What the heck? Let me get today. Man, what kind of announcer am I? I'm not a very good trophy girl, am I? So let me go over here and get your trophies. I got to be a trophy girl, too. So not doing my job. Dude, I hung banners I've wired the system. I'm a trophy girl. I'm surprised I'm handing checks out. Man, that's yours. Yeah, you can give it to him if you want. I don't care. Well, let's talk to you first, Jake. What a great night tonight, though. Bob, when he's on point, man, that man is just highly competitive. You guys were putting it down. Usually it's a Munns bomb or a Munns, man. When Rich and everybody, tonight, you're having to settle for third place. What was going on?
Yeah, they were running pretty good. It's fun watching them, actually. It was kind of like watching a show in front of me. Yeah. I'm like, I got to get going now. And it was a little rough out there. The shocks weren't quite what they should be. And the truck got a little bit warm near the end, but got to keep going.
Well, that's racing, but it's a good thing you know your shock tuner, so maybe you had any of a word with your shock tuner out here. But the track a little different tonight, tacky tonight. It's got an underlaying groove out there. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's got some, they bladed it right before we went out, and there was some holes that started to work back in. There was a real mean one coming out of 3 that I watched a couple of guys hit on. But it was a pretty good track overall.
All right, man, you got a great race program, so give us a shout to all the people that make it happen for you.
Mom and Dad, Fifi and Duff, Henry and Matt working in the pits, Greg at Raceline Wheels, Scott from American Spring, Lucas Oil Regional, and everybody that comes out and watches this race.
All right, your third place finisher out here, Jake Munns. Look at who's in the crowd. I just realized who we're talking about. But I tell you what, Greg Baum, man, when your truck is on and it doesn't have any of its gremlins, man, you always get on this podium. It's always awesome to watch another truck manufacturer make it up here with these Munns brothers.
Yeah, you got to keep the Fords honest, so we got to try to get a Dodge up there.
That's right. Well, it definitely looks great. I mean, I was explaining a little bit of your engineering in there with the radiator back behind you and just the wide open front, but looks like it worked here tonight, second place.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I just wish I would have kept it on all 4, but it was fun, so that's all we're out here for.
All right, well, very good, man. Your race program is one of the awesome ones out here in the full stock class. Tell me who you want to say thank you to.
I got to thank my wife, Jolene, my parents for helping out, Chris, Nate, Tim, everybody that helps me in the pits, Nick, Jeremy with Tire Masters for hooking me up with the tires. Just everybody that helps out. Thank you.
Well, he's awesomely humble. You better make some noise for your second place finisher, Greg Baum. But we're not going to take anything away from it because I'll bet you that's going to put him on top of the points lead. Will Munns, your winner tonight. Sorry about that, Greg. Dude, you know, it's like, we said it last night, if I was in Las Vegas, I'm all in on Will Munns, man. It must feel pretty good to be on top again.
Yeah, it was a really good race. We had a great track condition, and these guys, Greg and my brother, drove an awesome race, so I had to do everything I could to get by him. Greg over here will back it into the corners, so I was just kind of hanging on, hoping that he would, get out of my way for a little bit so I could go around him. But it was a great race. I got to thank all my friends and family, most of all my mom, my dad, Henry, Matt, Mila, Fifi and Duff, Gert, Cam. Throw me off there. Scott at American Spring, Manny at TSB, Greg at Raceline. Thanks to everybody for coming out, and it was a great turnout in the crowd. Thank you.
It was a great turnout. You better make some noise for this. I want to sit here and hug this man in pictures. Get out of the way. You guys scoot over here. Greg Bump, get over here in the open space where we can get some good pictures of you. Your full stock class. We got Production UTV coming up next. Man, I need a water. Oh, Will Roseberg, I told you I wanted to talk to you. Man, your second event, you raced up in Shola, the high-stakes racing, and you're coming out here to Firebird. How's it feeling out here? A little faster track. How's it feeling for you from Super Duty headquarters?
The track's definitely faster. My truck's a little slow. I blew up the rear end last race, so I've been trying to work that out.
Now, wait a second. You're running a one-ton rear end, unlike these boys, and you blew that rear end?
Yeah, the pinion decided to go through the bottom of the housing. I'm running 355 gears, so that's why they keep walking away from me.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. We didn't get you on the podium, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to say thank you to the people that make your racing happen.
First and foremost, I need to thank Ryan Marcellus, the SDHQ. Without him, none of this would be possible. Josh for helping me spot today. I don't have a spotter yet, and he's doing a good job trying to get me good lines. Dan 200, always.
Wait, are you sure you want to say thank you to him? I'm just making sure here. You said yet?
Oh, yeah, I definitely want to say thanks to Dan 200. He kind of pushed this whole program along, and SDHQ is there to support us and make sure we have fun out here. And thanks to Tim for putting on a good show.
All right, Will Robes, we're going to make big things happen to him because I know he's got the Super Duty headquarters people behind him, and I know he's got what it takes to get that truck on the podium at some point here in its race career. It's the second event. He can't be too upset, and as you heard, he had a little rear end problems. That sounds a little personal, or a couple of rear end problems, but look at that. Did you get one signed up there? I got one, brother. Dude, check it out. I got mine. Look at this, man. Look at this. I never go, but look, I had mine back in the day. Let's see here. Back in the day, mine is, look at this. Bam, bam. What you working with? That's right. That's my dog right there. Not quite like Dan 200. See, you know, you always start a Dan 200 story like this, and some of you can relate. One time in Mexico, and see, as soon as you start that, there's going to be tacos, beer, and a lot of crazy stuff going on. See, we've upgraded it now. One time in Mexico, there was a donkey. Never mind, I can't say that one. Come on, it was a petting zoo. Settle down. Where are you guys' minds at? Everybody relax. All right. We've got the Production UTV class coming up next. Can Dustin Nelson repeat his win from last night? Well, Papa Munns, Randy Munns, you got to feel pretty happy. These boys did a great weekend of racing.
Yeah, I'm really glad. We had a really good time. I hope all the fans had a real good time out here tonight. A little bit of heat during the daytime, but boy, I tell you, tonight was a lot of fun.
It's a beautiful, beautiful night tonight. I love it when it cools down. Makes Arizona one of the most beautiful states in the world to live in.
Yes, it does.
All right, Randy Munns, everybody. I love this young man right here. I would take a bullet for this man for sure. I'm glad that they have embraced me the way they have. I will forever be in debt. And I do believe Tammy's out here right now, too. Did she come out here? Did I see her? I was going to get a little talk with her, but oh, well. Let's meet the drivers. It's the Unlimited UTV and Production 1000 class. Little Timothy. Timothy, man, I know you're having a good time tonight.
Good.
What's your favorite class, man? You love the trucks?
Focus off-road. Our sputters. And fair track line.
All right. Oh, I haven't seen this young lady all weekend.
Very good. Well, you know, I'm kind of fond of these guys too. They always take care. I'm going to be getting out here early tonight, so it's going to be very, very. Where do you go from here?
right, we're going green. Let's meet the drivers. In car 936, Daily Pedico. George Hamlin, the 919. Adam Gruner in the number 635. Corey Weller in the 948. Chance Haugen from Pinnacle Motorsports Off-Road. Pinnacle Off-Road Motorsports, rather. He's in the car 618. Trisha Wright, the number 907. And look at this. Daily Pedico, your fastest qualifier. He's out front early. Robert Van Beeken in the 564. And Daily Pedico, a new class for him, and he is out front early. And, oh, George Hamill into the back of Daily Pedico. Slowing his forward momentum. And Daily Pedico now going backwards. George Hamill trending around. And now Corey Weller out front, or is that? It is Corey Weller. Corey Weller out front, George Hamill, Daily Pedico, he was out front early. And Adam Gruner and Black Ant looking like he is the first unlimited. And he's got his hands full with Trisha Wright. And look at this. Is that Chelsea Haugen or Chance Haugen? We'll see as they come around. But already, Krista Smith. And she's looking awesome ahead of a bunch of UTVs. Or no, I didn't have that right. It's not Krista Smith. Krista Smith's back here. That's Dustin Nelson. So Dustin Nelson with a borrowed car. But he's out here running. Well, look at this. George Hamill putting the pressure to Corey Weller. George Hamill right on the 6, and he's bumping Corey Weller coming into turn 2. Daily Pedico in your top 3. And George Hamill right next to Corey Weller as they come in 2 wide going into turn 3. George Hamill now stopping. I don't know. I can't believe it. George Hamill dead in the water. We've got a rollover. And that looks like Alec Pierce. We're going to bring the yellow out. I don't know who that is. But it does look like Alec Pierce. Not a good sign. That car rolled over hard. And carnage in turn 5. Wow. I was sitting here watching. I saw a car just rolling into turn 5. So 621 gets through. That's Joseph Sen. He was on the box last night. So let's get a recap Now that George Hamill's out, Corey Weller, Daly Pentico, and Dustin Nelson in Liz's car. Must have been that overheating issue or the issue we were talking about. So thank God they had the backup car out here. Hans Waggy out there, Adam Grunder, and Trisha Wright. I do believe Trisha Wright is still in the production class. So with that being said, the number 977 of Brian Bunkers, I don't know if he's a production or an unlimited UTV, but if that's the case, it looks like Adam Grunder, Brian Bunkers, and then Hans Waggy. But is Hans going to transfer the final position onto our podium? We'll find out. I don't know which class these boys and girls are in, but we will find out. All right. And there's that green car of Hans Waggy. So while we're doing this, on livetrackfeed.com, I definitely got to say, I hope all our drivers were safe today at the SCORE event out there in the desert racing. A little different deal. That's right. You guys can applaud if that car is back on. Driver's okay. I do believe it was Alec Pierce. Was I right? Indeed, I was. Car 624. Let me make sure that I got the right number. It was Alec Pierce. So let's see if his car isn't too badly damaged. It did tumble pretty hard, and he was our winner last night in the Unlimited UTV. So, hey, Lance just said, come buy stuff. So, come on over here, guys. We got 4 hats left of the Lucas Oil Regional hats. And tons of super sick gear right over here by the podium. Get over here and talk Lance. You know, come over here and wheel and deal. He's got a new product out here with the fitted mesh hat with the digital cami print. So, we'll get on over there. Let's talk to Super Sick, because they're wanting to sell you some hats and T-shirts, the Lucas Oil swag. If you guys haven't seen the Lucas Oil girls shirts, they're looking pretty awesome right here. The Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series girls shirts. Beautiful shirt. We also got the blue. If you guys, this one is quite the shirt, the Regional Off-Road Series as well, with the blue and the red racing stripes. We're going to get this track clear. We'll go around one more time. And this is going to be our last event here tonight at Wildhorse Pass Motorsports Park. They're right there. Got to buy them. So what of a turn of events, this final race. As the Santan Ford M80 Off-Road F-150, the Lucas Oil Regional Arizona, presented by Yamaha Racing's official pace vehicle. Big shout out and thanks to Santan Ford. So Corey Weller, let's recap. Corey Weller out front, get her first win of the weekend out here. As she can hold off a very hard-charging Daly Pentico. And Dustin Nelson in his backup car, or Elizabeth's car, Elizabeth Nelson. Used to be Elizabeth Bash. It's always hard for me. I got to think hard because they're married. They're husband and wife, and here we go. We'll see if we take the green this time around. We're going green. Daly Pentico getting a push around by Dustin Nelson. And it's sad list of affairs not seeing George Hamill out there. And Ken Benson of Dragonfire Racing now into the mix. Dustin Nelson and Daily Pedico side by side. And Ken Benson with a great save. And now the 907 car of Trisha Wright making a charge. And a new car out here, Paul O'Brien. Car number 963. Rounding off the top 5 in the production UTV class. And some more drama here. I didn't see what happened. I think it was behind the podium. What do we got here? I must have missed something. There is something. Is that Daily Pentico getting up? Wow, let's see here. Let's recap. No, not Daily Pentico. He's still out there. Or was that the 977 of Brian Bunkers? I do believe that's going to be Brian Bunkers. Corey Weller out for the 948. Dustin Nelson now in second place. And Daily Pentico rounding off your top 3. Followed up quickly by Trisha Wright. And Paul O'Brien. And I don't know how this class separates out. I'll let you know here at the end. But I do know your first 3 cars are the production class, the production 1000 class. So your first 3 cars want to remind everybody one more time, get on over to the Super Sick booth. They don't want to take anything home, so get over here and buy them out. They've also got the official Lucas Oil Regional swag. Only 4 hats left from this weekend, so get over here before there's nothing left. Buy your official Lucas Oil Regional swag, and while you're at it, get a Super Sick hat, because I'm loving the new fitted mesh hats with the camo, digital camo. If you haven't seen it, it is simply awesome. Hey, try for the target. Wait, now try. I swear, look, red is... Say, and I'm trying to catch him now. Almost there. You guys are awesome, man. Having a good time throwing stuff at the announcer. All right. Rowdy crowd. I like that. All right, just a few more laps left here of our production UTV and unlimited UTV race. The Santan Ford pace vehicle. Everybody wave to the people in there. Come on, wave it out. No. No. Denied. Nope. I will take a little stop right here. We'll take the red flag now. In fact, a young lady just sitting here next to me in the grandstands. She's asking me, so where's everybody pitted? Well, I got to tell you, right when you come out, right out of the midway right here, feel free to stick around, talk to the racers, come up here and see what they race, how they race it, how they set it up. Every single racer out here at the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series of Arizona, presented by Yamaha Racing, are a class act and will be happy to talk to the fans. So make sure you get over there, get an autograph, talk to any one of them. Every single racer here is approachable. So make sure if you want to meet and talk to any of these drivers, just look at your cars, see the ones you love. If you don't hear me announcing them, just go up there, literally walk up there and say, hey, who's the driver of this car? And you'll find out the person right there with that driver's suit on is probably your driver. So definitely meet like the Haugans, Chance and Chelsea Haugen right here, the number 618 car. Chance Haugen, awesome young man out there with a great racing career ahead of him. And you can see the 977 car, Brian Bunkers. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just the announcer. We'll see how it shapes up. And Carl and the boys from DRP Safety Crew. We got to get the record. Looks like we've got a car over behind the ski jump. And I'm not sure who it is. Right now, that's Daly Petticoat. So you've got Corey Weller out front, Dustin Nelson in Elizabeth's backup car, Daly Petticoat. He was leading it earlier, and we know and love Trisha Wright out there in 907. She's definitely one of the girls that can unrail those two boys in front of him. At 963, a racer new to me, Paul O'Brien. Wow. Paul O'Brien got a fan base out there. All right. So, and then we know the 635, the always eccentric, Adam Grunder. And 623, triumphant return. I love this man more than anything. Hans Waggy, a true competitor out there. The 995, Ken Benson. And the remaining Pinnacle Off-Road Motorsports driver, Chance Haugen. So Chance Haugen, he's running that turbo in the unlimited UTV class. And another new name to me, Brian Bunkers in that 977 pilot car. And we'll see if we can get these UTVs back on the track. So I think that should run it down for you. And Brandon Kilgore, I am still so excited of your performance. It was so awesome to announce, you know. I did call it. Yep. I mean, I can't wait to have one of those. I'll tell you that. But I called it. I said it looked like he just grabbed a little too much of the skinny pedal, getting a bump with Brian McCormick. I'm sure you guys bumped it at turn 3. And it looked like you just looped that car up, and it sat around and danced and just went bloop. Didn't even hurt it. And I said, doesn't look like you hurt the car at all as long as his mindset is right. He's one of the only competitors in that class that can come all the way back from the back and get on my podium. Now, I called it as just get on my podium. But you didn't just get on the podium, my friend. We all know what happened there. You took the win. And, man, I was hoping that we weren't going to have one of those uncomfortable, Corey, things you guys bumped and you guys kept it clean and a great race. So my hat's off to you, my friend. You definitely deserved your win tonight. So big job to Brandon Kilgore. Dan Bungartz, man. Joe Chapman? Yeah, that's all right. We all know who it was. He's like the big kid in high school that everybody loved, right? But he just, look at that blank stare right there. See? It's crazy. You know, you're definitely one of the people that make this such a tight-knit family. You know, the SR1 guys, they're definitely a tight-knit family by themselves. But they integrate right into the stuff. Nicole out here, Joe Chapman out here, Mia Chapman, Ryder Van Beekum. I mean, just a great ragtag. Everybody except LBG. You know, that's all right. We just tolerate him. I don't think I ever give you a lot of mic time, my gosh dang it. You know, Will, I will tell you this, Will. You are definitely part of the family, and a lot of people don't know. Well, I get that. I didn't say part of my family. I said the family. Come on now. What, are you kidding? You know, a lot of people don't know that you get this racetrack ready, and somebody's got to put up all these banners. Somebody's got to set up the podium. Somebody's got to do the lights. Somebody's got to get these awnings and all the stuff out here, and Will definitely is one of the leaders in that. And, you know, I can say that because I'm generally the one right next to him putting all that stuff up as well. Everything's, oh, well, he's a great announcer. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. My back is aching because I do a lot of stuff here for the Lucas Oil Regionals, and there it is, the 621 car. So Chelsea Haugen was in turn 2. So, Dan, I'm glad you told me that. I hope she's okay. She's having a rough weekend at 621. And there she is. Well, you come here and sit down. Let's get an interview, honey. You're out of the car. All right, go talk to me because she's probably a little worried. And then come back down here and give me an interview. We're green. We're back to racing. Dustin Nelson getting in the back of Corey Weller already. And you got to give it to Dustin Nelson in his wife's car. And now he's challenging Corey Weller for the lead. And Brandon Kilgore and crew was asking me, who is that 936? That is Daly Pentaco of Mr. Reuter Plumbing. And now Trisha Wright trying to get that third place and the final position on my podium. Trisha Wright to the inside of Daly Petticoat for that third place battle. Dustin Nelson doing everything he can to get around the Dragonfire sponsored Corey Weller. Come here and sit down. Let's get an interview. So Paul O'Brien out here, he's your uncle, and he's looking pretty strong.
Yeah.
And you want to see him where?
Yeah.
You want to see him up on front?
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely got the fast car. What do you want to say to him right now if you want to get him up front? Let me hear you say it.
He's awesome.
All right. She said he's awesome. Paul O'Brien, the niece. Paul O'Brien. But Dustin Nelson right now, they almost touch coming into turn one. And Dustin Nelson taking away the lead. But Corey Weller saying no way. They too wide coming into turn two. Dustin Nelson, Corey Weller battling it out. Is Dustin Nelson going to take the win away from Corey Weller one more time? White flag flying for Dustin Nelson. And Daly Pettico, hold on for one more lap. And you are going to be on the final position of my podium. Corey Weller trying to get the pass on Dustin Nelson. She's only got 2 more laps to go. And that was Trisha Wright. Is that right? Checkered flag flying for Dustin Nelson. Corey Weller and Daly Pentico. And I'm going to go up and get my sheet because I need to know who won in my unlimited class. That's right. I'm excited to talk to Daly Pentico for sure. And get on up here, boys. Sorry. Well, stick around, everybody. We're going to talk to the drivers right after this. And remember, if you want to talk to any of the drivers, you can stick around and meet them at their pits. We got livetrackfeed.com. I'm waiting for my results. And as soon as I get my results, we'll talk to the drivers. Wildhorse Pass, what did you think about that race? Let me hear you get loud. That was an awesome race. Well, let me get on down here. And I told the wow. Look at Alec Pierce. He's looking over his car. I mean, the cars did battle, son. They definitely did some stuff. So before you get on out here, come on over here. It's not too late to buy some super sick gear. But let's talk to our unlimited UTVs first. Let's get them up here. All right, let's see. Do we got the unlimited? Yeah, let's get the unlimited guys up first. Hey, you. How are you? Haven't seen you in a minute. So let's get the unlimited guys up here. Adam Grunder, come on up. Adam Grunder. Chance Haugen, all right. And Bobby Van Beek, rounding off your top 3. Let's get the unlimiteds. And I'm just saying that because they were first on my list up here, so let's do it. Is that who I got? Alec, you're up here. Do I not have the right sheet? So Adam Grunder, Chance, and Alec. All right. Well, I've got Bobby Van Beek up here, but come on up. You know you took third one. We'll talk to you. I mean, I'd rather talk to you anyhow. No, just kidding. Yeah, I love you all. Except this guy. So, boo. All right. So I hope I got the first 3 right. So that's going to be you, right? All right. That's going to be you. Is that right? All right. Start on there in the middle. We'll start with Alec Pierce. Get on over there. And Alec, you come on over. Big round of applause, everybody. Your unlimited UTV class. Alec Pierce, I got that look. I know your look. But you can't be disappointed, man. 2 races at the weekend and 2 podiums. You won last night. I know you expected a lot more from tonight. But there was a lot of stuff going out there during that race.
Yeah, I made an error in turn 4, and as you can see, I rolled over a couple times. But in the end, I was able to finish, at least get the points, and so that's all that really matters.
Well, when I saw you over there in the corner, I called it. I even poked my head through the fence, and I said, man, that looks like Alec Pierce. You know, you didn't just roll. You tumbled. I mean, you must have rolled a good 4 times.
Yeah, I felt it.
That's for sure. Well, you know what? You're an awesome competitor. It's always great to talk to you. Who do you want to say thank you to?
Thanks to all my friends and family who come out from Tucson, everybody who comes out and supports the series, Tier 1 Contracting, Orion Rodriguez Racing, and everyone else who kind of helps me out and shows their support.
Well, I love interviewing this man. There he is, Alec Pierce. But I tell you, this one right here, he's got a career ahead of him. Chance Howden. Chance, man, you're always tough out here. You're starting to become a thorn in the side of this veteran right here. You and your sister, the Howgens, you guys aren't going anywhere. It's unlimited UTV racing, and here you are, 2nd place. I know for a fact you feel real good.
Yeah, I feel really good. And on that corner my sister flipped, all I saw was her go on 2 wheels. And thank God everyone actually did a good job. And I'm surprised that I actually got 2nd. I was trying to get Adam for 1st.
Well, I'll tell you, when you see that, what's the emotions? You know that your sister, does it take anything away from your race? Or are you able to pick up and keep going?
No, I just try not to think about it and try to keep going on.
Well, you know that's what she had won. So, man, you did a great job tonight, 2nd place. Give us the long list of people you want to say thank you to.
I thank my mom, my dad, and everyone that comes out here, Super ATV, Dobek Performance, HCT, and all my other sponsors.
Well, you definitely sound like a great veteran right here. Make some noise. Chance Haugen, your 2nd place finisher. It's been a long time coming. Hard night last night, but Adam Grunder, our winner of Unlimited Black Ant, getting it done this weekend, and you got to feel pretty. Now, see, this is where you get crazy with Adam. Is this a smile, or is this going to be something crazy? Man, you're our winner tonight. How you feeling?
Oh, it's a real comfort after, the wheel came on, the hub breaks, and it's a weak link in my car. It happens occasionally if I overdrive it. But I'll tell you what, I'm going out, the fans are coming in tonight. Calvin, it's just a pleasure. When Calvin can lay down the dirt like that, it just makes it so nice to drive.
He is an awesome track man. I've been watching him from day one here as he get it, and he does get it done. And your car definitely handles his grooming.
Yeah, it likes that. It likes it dry. I just had a great race. When tracks go like that, I just got to hammer down and do the best I can.
How'd you feel about Hans Waggy being out there again, an old friend?
Oh, great. We hang out in the pits all day long. I joke with him. I say, my car's on fire. Don't get your water too close to it. I'm going to cool it off. Hans is a really good friend, great racer, clean racer. I got tucked in a few in here. I backed out of it, let guys go. Sometimes winning isn't all about taking that line, Yeah.
You got it. But sometimes you do it, and you took it tonight. Who do you want to say thank you to, Adam Grunder?
I want to say thanks to all the fans coming out. Jimmy at XMF helps me with my shocks. A&M Graphics. I got Western Refining Mobile One. Both my stores, McDowell Road and Rural Road. All the guys that helped me from the store that came out, Mike, Bobby, Richard, Dan, Rob Muzzy. I'm 2 years on this motor, almost 19 races. Amazing.
No rebuild.
K&N ready build. No, I just, Militech 1 and Mobile 1. I change it every race.
Well, all right, your winner tonight, Unlimited. You guys come on over here, get close to Adam Grunder, get that picture. Your winners, everybody, Unlimited UTV. All right, boys, let's get our final interview up here tonight. Dustin Nelson, Corey Weller, and look at this. First time on the box in his new class, Daly Pettico, and I definitely want to talk to you before you go somewhere. So let's get them up here. Daly Pettico, I know is going to be very excited. Adam Grunder. Man, I was able to go down to Adam Grunder's Scottsdale location. That thing looks like a freaking NASCAR shop. So it is awesome. Daly, well, man, first of all, we talked earlier. I got to give you a big hug, man. I'll take that picture for dang sure. Man, I'm definitely, I'm an announcer. I got to do my job, but, man, I'm also a fan. You look great in the SR1 last night, and you look great here tonight. You were out front there leading it for a little bit, knowing dang well, though, you had some really tough competition right behind you.
Oh, yeah, these guys are factory, so it's awesome to just be up in there with them this weekend and learn some stuff because, they're just super experienced, and they got by me, and it was smooth and clean, and they're really good drivers, and I was just told just get in there and learn with them, so that's what we did this weekend.
Well, you definitely did it, and you also showed that not only are you young, but you got some talent as well, Son, on that wheel. You third place, man. That's a great finish. Who do you want to say thank you to?
I just got to thank my mom and my dad, my sister, and all my friends and family for helping me out. I got to thank Adam at Big O Tires, Tempe Scottsdale, ITP Tires, Weller Racing. These guys have been helping me out all year, giving me every tip they can, and just helping me get up on the box. Jason and, everybody, just Torco Fuels, man, I don't even know, ITP Tires, Serwin Vega Audio, I don't know, everybody, thanks.
All right, Danny Pettico, everybody. I know your dad's really happy. Look at that. He was ecstatic to see you on the box, but let's move right along. Corey Weller, look at that. She even did it for me. She goes, okay, what a weekend. Let's just recap. I mean, Dustin Nelson, a thorn in your side all weekend. I didn't even know it was him out there in Elizabeth's car. I was like, where's Dustin Nelson? Having a mishap in his car earlier and coming out in a car he's really not used to and taking the win. But, man, you stayed strong. You've been consistent. Your points got to be still amazing. How are you feeling right now?
Consistency is one thing. Consistency in this spot kind of sucks. But, no, it's been a good weekend. We got 4 podiums and 4 races. And Jason has probably worked harder this weekend than I think since, our Pro 4 days. So all he's been doing this weekend is making sure I get back out there. Yeah, it's just been a really tough, 7 weeks in a row for us. So I'm ready to go take a weekend off on Netflix.
You missed the second part of that. I'm not going to say it. We got to keep it PG-13. See, I would have said it, but there's a camera out there. So, man, but Corey, always awesome to watch. You got a big fan base out here. At any point, I can always say, how many Corey Weller fans? And, look at that. And, you're always fun to watch. It's never disappointing. But who do you want to say thank you to?
I have to give a huge shout-out again to Dragonfire Racing. Again, they've been such a big supporter of mine all year and such a great sponsor to work with. And everybody there is awesome. Yamaha, again, for these machines. I mean, it's another, all Yamaha podium. And I love seeing Daly up here. That is awesome. He's a good driver, so he's going to bring a lot of fun to this class. Dustin, again, it's just always neck and neck, and he always gets around me. So one of these days, again, Max's Tires for putting the power to the ground and hooking up out here, and Raceline Wheels, and Lucas Oil Racing TV. Again, for 24-hour apps if you want to watch racing, and you guys for being here and sticking it out to the very last race of the night. Thank you.
Always incredible to talk to. Corey Weller, your second place finish. But let's talk to this guy. It took me a while to zoom in. Where did Dustin Nelson go? And there he was. Man, you got Elizabeth's car out here, but you still put it on top of the box. Now you can look at her at the end of the night and go, hey, I told you your car was fast.
Yeah, her car really saved my butt tonight. I made a huge mistake in qualifying. A radiator line came off, and I didn't realize what had happened until I cooked the motor. So super bummed on that, but super pumped that I had a spare YXZ sitting under the tent. And so huge thanks to Elizabeth, of course, for helping me change a bunch of stuff over onto her car. Scott Webster, even Kilgore came over. They all busted their butts and helped me change a bunch of parts over to her car and try to get it race ready for me. And then, of course, Yamaha, DWT, Fox, Cryo Heat, IMG, Black Rhino built Elizabeth's cage on her car, and it works great, obviously. So super pumped. DASA has been, laying the power down and killing it for me lately. And, just super chaotic but fun race coming from the back. That was pretty gnarly the first couple laps, but then I was really pumped to be in the top 3 by halfway and just to get straight up clean battles with Daly and Corey. And battle to the end, like we do in every one of these Production 1000 races. It seems like the cars are so evenly matched that, we're never more than a couple car lengths away from each other going across the finish line. So really cool to take, another win this weekend. I had a horrible day in the SR1, obviously, leading, and I broke a tranny. So it was super bummer. But also really cool this weekend. My cousin Randy and his wife Gabby came out to watch today. So that was really cool to have them out here. And thanks to all the fans and everybody that comes out to these races, supports them. And Tim and everybody at Lucas Oil for giving us an awesome place to race.
Well, always said perfect. The Dustin Nelson, your winner tonight. You guys scoot on over here and get the pictures. And that's where I start my bid for, rounds 8 and 9 of the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona, presented by Yamaha, is in the history books. Big shout out to all the crew that actually made it happen. Our winners tonight, Daily Pentacoat. I'm so stoked for you. I know your first podium in the UTV class is a big deal. Looking dapper as usual. That's going to do it for me. My name is Mark Wright. We'll see you guys all on the flip side. Good night.